Welcome back, you bloody legends. It's Aussie Gamer 17 with another edition of Achievement College, my step-by-step guide to getting you that gamer score. In this video, we are going to start my 100% walkthrough for Halibut. I'm going to take you through the entire game, getting all its admissible, lots of stuff that you need to be on the lookout for. So I'm going to take you through the whole game. This is going to be one of the ones where I go through the whole game. We're not going to be skipping things. Going to show you absolutely everything we need to do to get all of the achievements. There are 6 chapters. I'm going to be taking you through one video per chapter. Some of the videos will be tiny. Some of the chapters are a lot bigger. So this is obviously going to be chapter 1. There was a glitched or bugged or unobtainable achievement. The name of that achievement, have I got that in front of me, was the, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the Forschergeist, I'm going to say. But that has been patched and fixed. And so we can now get that achievement, which is why I am now making this guide and this walkthrough. I did all my practicing of this game though when this game came out, so I might be a tiny bit rusty at the start on exactly how to follow all my notes I've taken, but I haven't got time to go and do a whole nother practice run and then start recording it. I think people want me to get this video out, will want me to get this video out quicker rather than going and doing that. In saying that, I've played through the entire game more than once, and so I know what to do, and I know how to get all these achievements. So let's do it. New game. I can't remember if you can actually... I know you can speed up dialogue and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you can skip cutscenes or anything, but I'm not even going to try. We're going to go through it all together. For those new to the channel, I do like to go through the story while I'm doing these walkthroughs, guys. And when I'm doing my practice runs, I either don't pay any attention to it because I'm making notes, or I purposely don't, or I skip it because I want it to be sort of a fresh take on it when I'm doing the walkthrough and I'm doing these recordings. And when we get control of our character for the first time, there is a very missable achievement that we're going to get right off the bat. Such a cool game. If you haven't seen it yet, guys, such a cool art design game. Definitely a slow game. It's a bit of a walking sim, really. There's no combat or anything like that. Reminds me of the old show Wallace and Gromit. Give us a comment if you remember that show, or that, I think it was a series of movies even. And there is our character, our mate Harold.
I'm afraid I need you to come with me.
Oh, hi, Major. What's the matter? Is that leak bothering you again?
It's your fine, your unpaid fine.
I had a fine?
You still do. Tubing without the proper credit on your tube card. Can you settle it now?
No. But wait, I'm sure I topped it up.
Improper tube card management, Halibut. You surely recall that since last week, the Energy District tubes require your tube card to be topped up with blue credit if an onward journey to the social district is intended, in addition to the usual weekly turquoise credit.
But only last month, it was a green.
I don't make the rules, Harold, but the rules make me. Now let's get you over to the fine secretary so we can all get on with our day.
So we start off by being under arrest, basically. That guy's the game's version of a cop, a policeman. the popo, as we call it.
Fell foul of the
As I used to call myself, that is.
Clause. I'm afraid if you really can't pay, you're going to have to think of someone who can.
I guess that means you'll have to wait for the professor again. Who knows what she sees in you? Right, I'm needed elsewhere. There's a disturbing rise in the number of people traveling without the appropriate tickets recently. I hope for both our sakes not to see you again soon, Harold.
And as soon as we're in control here, guys, just leave, or attempt to leave, I should say.
Halibut, do you really want to incur the fine for resisting the proxy payment procedure and temporary confinement protocol?
The other fine? Okay. No more fines. Sorry.
And once you're in control again, try and leave again.
Mr. Halibut, please do behave.
You don't get far. And one more time.
Mr. Halibut, please do behave.
Give me my achievement game. Hey, there it is. Still rare. That is the Rebel achievement. And now we're going to go and sit down next to this guy. His name's Felix. We're going to sit next to him. Hey, I remembered his name. That is a surprise for me. And we'll have a chat with Felix.
What are you in for?
Oh, I'm just here for the great company.
Aren't you a little young to start working for Allwater?
What? No, I meant because it was a joke, doofus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Definitely got some dry humor.
Peace now.
oh, sure. Will do. Have fun.
Felix?
Hi, Ma. Look, before you say anything,
Whatever your excuse is, it'll have to wait. Busy, busy times. Mr. Secretary, please charge whatever Felix's fine is to the company tab, please.
Of course, Mrs. Van der Vaart. Have a pleasant day. You too, Master Van der Vaart.
freedom! Have fun, Harold.
Okay, now one of the things we're going to have to do... Oh, wait. I'll wait till we get back in control.
For some important information for all inhabitants of the Fedora 1.
Dear people, crew, and company, we seem to have discovered something super cool. Please do consider to congregate tonight at the Agora Theatre for some important information.
Okay, noted.
Oh, Harold, here you are. I've been looking all over. Get your buns to the lab, if you please.
I do beg your pardon, ma'am, but there is still the matter of an outstanding fine for Mr. Halibut to find a proxy for. A completely reasonably priced and fairly applied fine, if I do say so myself.
Sir, please do not cause me further consternation. Just put it on my tab as always. Come on, Harold.
And that's Professor Moreau. She's our boss. But what I was about to explain is that the reason I had to wait to make this guide was because of a glitched, bugged, or unobtainable achievement, and that was for getting the notebook full, which I'll be able to show you just shortly when we actually get our notebook. But one of the achievement, or one of the notes that was stuffing up was for talking to the brothers, this is one of the 4 brothers that we've got to talk to in the game, not just once, but at lots and lots of different sections in the game. And that's the other thing about the notebook is lots of the notebook pages are filled in just by going through the story, but there are heaps that are missable. So I'm going to show you all of those. And I may end up talking to too many people that maybe you don't require, but what I do know is that doing what I do in these videos does get all the pages full. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, attempt to leave again.
Mr. Halibut, you'll need this before you go.
A ticket home?
Yes, and only home. It's not valid for any other routes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
And your tube pass should be unlocked again within 24 hours. So you'll be back to the luxury of fully automatic tube travel eligibility approval once again.
And that tube that they're talking about, we're about to go and see what that actually is, and it's basically just a way of traveling around
Every
the ship
time I
that
need
we're
you,
on.
Harold, it's something else. What's wrong with you? I can't handle your shenanigans while we're in the middle of this mess.
I know. I'm sorry. Next time.
This must have an underlying cause.
And then we've got to follow
I remember
the
when you
professor.
were in school and your teacher telling me about how you would just stare out of the window, oblivious.
That's
to her
not
even
one of the
shouting
brothers,
at
that's a
you.
hologram.
It's like
We can't follow that guy yet and go in the elevator. Sorry, I'm talking over Professor Moreau, but I'm trying to explain what's happening.
I was never in a daydream, just the other stuff was boring.
Harold, I'm not sure which is worse. The idea of you living with your head in the clouds or never being excited by life. Only boring people get bored.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Alright, so she's stepped inside the tube. It fills up a little bit and then zoop, off you go. And that's how we get around. Now that she's gone, we're going to do the exact same thing. At the moment, the game will only let us travel to the locations that'll get us home. At the moment, we're already in Allwater District. We can't click on the third one, and we can only go to Central Station, which is sort of the center area where some of the other tubes all meet up, and we get off there and get on another tube. Let's do it.
Destination chosen. We hope you enjoy.
Looks like a crappy way to travel, if you ask me. It might be fun the first 1 or 2 times, but after that, no thanks.
You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner.
There's another one of the brothers. We can't talk to him yet, so we're just going to continue to follow the professor. You can stay and listen to their conversation if you want to. And here, like if we wanted to go to Agora Arcades, it won't let us go. We're only allowed to go to the lab district, which is where we live. Let's go.
Destination decided. Enjoy the view.
Oh yeah, and you'll get an achievement the first time. I'm not sure if I showed that in here. That should be the only achievement that doesn't pop on my screen unless something else goes wrong.
But Harold, I'm tired of chasing after you like you're a stupid butterfly.
Hang on. What's a butterfly? That sounds silly.
A butterfly is an insect from Earth.
I had to just replay this bit because my
drank pollen from
my mic actually stopped working.
You could say they often appeared in extra natural.
Just follow the professor.
On the other hand,
listen to her about butterflies.
Overly trusting and delicate. Ergo, you never take responsibility, and I never know where to find you next.
But yeah, there's an achievement the first time you use tube travel, but it's not missable, so I might edit it, the popping back in on screen. I'm not sure yet.
I drift off a bit sometimes, but Allwater raised the tube fares again, and they never announce it properly. This time it really was an honest mistake. Plus, there was this woman who...
Quiet, Harold. We don't have time for your flights of fancy right now. There's important work afoot.
Oh yeah.
Have you checked the blockage in the filter station yet? And did you need to feed the fish too?
Yes, those two. I'm on the case. Bye, Professor.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, I'm sure those are all my tasks for the day.
What about your notebook, Harold?
Your
PDA.
It really is a wonder you get anything done around here.
Thanks, Professor. It's got a life of its own.
Strangely enough, I'm
pretty sure it doesn't.
Added your daily task list to it, and I don't want to have to remind you about them again.
Oh, thanks. Let's see. So I access the list. It'll come back to me.
Just go to the 4 selection buttons.
Okay. Where were they again?
The upper right of the pad.
Yeah. Top of the 4
buttons,
right?
Upper right of the pad. Top of the 4 buttons. The Y button if you're playing on Xbox.
Then I use the navigation nub to highlight.
So push Y. It's going to take us through this. It's not going to let us do what we want to do. We have to go down to the to-do list and press the bottom button, the A button.
Okay, great. And it's the rightmost button to go back, right?
Indeed. Now
and
to it.
It's going to make us press the B button twice.
When you're done.
And she's going to the Agora Arcade, so just remember that. We back out of here. Off goes the professor. We press the Y button to go back in, and we get our first drawing on our notebook. And if you press the right trigger, it shows some blank pages. We've got to fill up all those pages for an achievement, and that's the achievement that was glitched or not working. If you go down on the left-hand side of the page, you can go to our to-do list. We have to clean the filter station, and we have to feed the fish. Let's get started on that, but we're also going to go get another drawing in the notebook that is missable before we do much else. We're going to attempt to feed the fish over here, and we'll find out that we need fish food.
Drat, it's out of food. Better ask Cyrus about this.
And we're going to go see Cyrus shortly, but first we're going to go get the next page in the notebook by talking to Chris. So go out the door that we came in. You can hold the X button now to speed up. Harold will go on a little jog. That's about as fast as he gets though. When you get to this little intersection, turn in and then turn to the right to go into the lounge. And we'll have a chat with Chris.
Perfect timing.
Oh, Senor Tenenbaum, you too.
I was just hoping to watch some Sansu's Ashk. Got any idea how to work the old telly?
Yeah, I think it's one of those all-water ad-only models.
Ah. Should still be good for watching the announcement on tonight, though, right?
You're really gonna watch that? They'll just announce another tube price hike again.
Well, who knows? Diego from Health Services said he heard something about the reveal of something important.
And we're just going to go through his dialogue
Yes.
to make sure we get this note, this drawing.
Eternal love. Best and only Turkish novella we have on board. I thought season 18 was bad, what with all the drama around Emery's cousin and whatnot. It's worth powering through to season 36 though. That's where the plot really thickens.
I'll try to check it out sometime.
Go through the next
What brings you to
dialogue
the
option.
lounge anyway?
Would you guess that the tubes to the utility district and the social district are down again?
Strangely, yes. I can believe that. Does that mean school is out?
Yep. The Bambinos are happy, and I don't mind the time off. But if it goes on much longer, they'll forget everything.
Won't they do their homework?
Maybe. The whole social district is off limits right now, so at least there won't be much else for them to do.
Is that why you're hanging out here?
Mostly. It's just kind of cozy here, though, you know?
I suppose it is.
Anyway, don't mind me, Harold.
Bye, Chris.
Now,
Later, Harold.
guys, there's also an achievement for watching the TV for 10 minutes. We're going to get that next time we come here. But if we go into our notebook, we get... I'm not going to tell you all the names of all the different notes. I think they do all have names, but we're just going to name them ourselves. That's the one of Chris watching his TV. There we go. All right. Out of the lounge and down the stairs opposite the lounge, we're going to go and find Cyrus, which may or may not give us another note. I think it does from memory. I just haven't written my notes properly here. But once you get down to the bottom of the stairs, we're going to head all the way to the left and meet Cyrus and chat to him.
Hey, Sai.
Oh, hey, Harold. What's going? How's up?
Just doing my usual rounds. Trying to clean the fish and feed the filter station.
Super nice. How are the fishies doing?
They're swimming away, looking good. But there's no food left in the fish feeding machine.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, I've been thinking about fish a lot recently. I've been wondering if, given fish blood is such a good fertilizer, what the slow release phosphates and nitrogen, but we don't want to hurt fish. If samples were taken, we could somehow synthesize the...
Sai, that sounds very interesting, but what about the food for the fish themselves?
Oh, yes. Sorry, Brat. Didn't I restock the other night? Must have just thought about it. I'll have to formulate some more.
You make the fish food yourself?
Oh, I do indeed. I'm working on a new recipe at the moment, in fact.
But I mean, can fish even taste?
It's not just about taste, it's about nutrition. We want their gills to function optimally, don't we? And their pigments to express as vividly as possible, a bit like flowers.
Sai. New fish food would be great. I'm sure they'll love it.
Well, I'll get right on it. Promise. Yeah, I think I have a test batch. Yep, here. A little taster to keep them going. You should try some too.
Thanks.
All right, so now we've got the fish food.
What they think?
And do we get a note for that? Come on, game. Oh, no, here we go. We're free out here. Okay.
Did you see that?
Was that fish real?
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, even if it wasn't, their methods are getting way more sophisticated lately.
Yeah.
I kind of look forward to seeing what stunt they're going to pull next.
Me too. As long as I don't have to clean it up. Do you remember their first messages?
Yeah. Wasn't it something about Fedora not being able to take off being a conspiracy?
Yes, on all those little flyers. Handwritten, too. What did that fish message mean, do you think?
I guess something about exploring the planet?
Didn't it say what's out here?
Ooh, like they've hidden something.
Maybe they think the ocean is a conspiracy, too?
Okay, are we finished now? There we go. You got that little, that sound. Notebook, the Light Keeper. Oh, there we go. I named that one. That one's called the Light Keepers. But anyway, that is our next page of the notebook done. And now that we've done that, we're going to go clean the filter. Oh, and I can't for the life of me work out exactly how you're meant to do this, but it's pretty easy, just pressing buttons. So go all the way to the right. Ignore that door, just keep going right, down the steps. In this door, then up these little steps, and then all the way to the left, and interact with this by pressing the A button. Okay, now here, I can't figure out exactly what you're meant to do here. I'm just going to go try and move the cursor to the bottom right, press that, and then I think I just wait until those lights are all lit up, and then press that button. Was that the wrong one? No, this button, when the lights are all lit up. And then just push that, and it cleans the filter. So hopefully that makes sense, guys. So I went to the bottom right, and then I pressed down one, waited for all the lights to be lit up, and pressed the button again, pressing the A button. I'm not sure if that is actually the way you're meant to do it, or there's other ways to do it, but that seems to get the job done. So the filter's clean. If we go to our to-do list, all we've got left to do right now is feed the fish. Okay, yep, we're going to go back and feed the fish now. I was just checking my notes. Got to be very careful that I don't miss anything. So back to the left, back up the stairs, up the other stairs, not into the lounge, and then head to the lab quarters. And head over to the fish feeding machine.
Little fishy, your little dishy is now served.
And that will get us the fish dinner notebook
Herald Bot
entry.
Diagnostic report. Scanning. All tests completed satisfactorily. Enjoyment evaluation
minimal.
Energy levels depleted. Recharging required. Next destination, Agora Arcades.
Yeah, so now we're supposed to go to Agora Arcades. Howard's mentioning that he's tired, he wants to go to sleep, and that is the fish dinner notebook entry. And we're going to, I shouldn't spoil things too much, but we are going to attempt to go to Agora Arcades by heading back to the tube. All the way to the left, into the tube.
Why isn't this working? So typical. I suppose the ticket reactivation is still going to take a while.
So we do not have a ticket to use the tube. So we can't do that. Which means our objective is somehow completed. It should have been failed, I guess. And now we go into the lounge and watch the announcement. And I think we get another notebook entry for that.
Hey, Chris. Ticket not working. Mind if I watch the announcement with you?
Well, be my guest. Not that I actually live here.
Oh, it's starting.
Here we go.
We chose the stars, not instead of the Earth, but because of it. We chose sacrifice and responsibility. Well, we didn't, I guess, but our ancestors did. And we wouldn't be here if they hadn't. Left, I mean. We'd be back on Earth. And where would that have got anyone? We may not have ever seen our home, tasted its air, or gazed across its boiling seas, but we remember it. And then we made a new home, even if it wasn't quite what anyone had in mind. And one corporation over all others helped make that possible. All water. On that note, I'd like to introduce Madam CEO Brenna Castlechop.
Castlechop.
Good day to you all. As you may know, I am Brenna Castlechop, the CEO of All Water Corporation. More importantly, I'm a citizen of the Fedora just like you. And it's my unmitigated pleasure today to show you what you're about to see. Join me in reliving and celebrating the remarkable journey we've been on together, before we unveil the next step of that journey.
Guessing this will give us a bit of the history, I guess.
It may have started with one man, but it took the hearts and minds of many more to make the dream a reality. That dream began at the height of the Cold War, when the world was on the very brink of annihilation. He conceived of an Ark-like spacefaring ship, financed by the wealthiest countries, families, and private institutions such as the Slippy Foundation, as a gesture of global care for the human race. That ship journeyed for 200 years, was home to 5 generations, and sailed past many solar systems, making fascinating discoveries along the way, like the bacteria that are now responsible for our energy supply, or the mineral samples we took from planets along the way that allow us to build new materials. We had difficulties to deal with too, such as surprise asteroid fields, periods of hopelessness, and the unpleasant albeit brief alien infestation. And of course, 120 years after launch, our last message from our beloved Earth in its final moments. After 200 years, we finally arrived at our destination, only to find that the promising, watery planet contained no habitable landmass and dense, toxic gases in the atmosphere. Hardly the second Earth we had hoped for. It wasn't long into our new search that the solar winds came. Maybe our ancestors couldn't have possibly known, or maybe they could, that they would cause our ship to crash, just like Icarus, but with worse luck. Either way, we can be thankful for a soft landing and good waterproofing.
Wasn't that a wild ride, huh? We've achieved so much aboard the Fedora, but we've never stopped thinking big. We had the idea to make sure we weren't missing out on anything going on outside. We're in a whole new galaxy, so we should be listening to see what the local news is. So we hatched a new plan. A state-of-the-art, deep space radio buoy capable of keeping itself afloat and slowly circumnavigating our watery new home while scanning for signals and interesting cosmic gossip. And, wait for it, yes, we're delighted to announce it's floating to the surface right now. That's right, the buoy will be in position in another few hours. Big congratulations and thanks to All Water for making this possible. I'm excited to see what we pick up.
That was some announcement, huh?
Sure. Makes for some nice gossip. But I think they should fix the tube system or upgrade the TVs, eh? Before this fancy boy drama, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What if there really is nothing else out there?
Exactamundo. We should be focusing on inner space before outer, huh?
Yeah. Speaking of inner space, I hope the tickets are working again tomorrow.
Que claro. At least I brought some homework to mark. Those bambinos will forget everything at this rate.
And you've got your trusty couch.
Yep. We've gotten to know each other well.
Okay. I'm gonna get some sleep. Buonanotte, Chris.
Buonanotte, Harold.
So basically, they went on a ship and it took 200 years to get here just to crash into the ocean. There is our next notebook entry. It was the boy announcement or something, and our next objective is to sleep. So we go to our bedroom for the first time. So head out of the lounge and then head right to lab quarters.
Please remember, the all-water tube system will shortly be closing for the night.
And this happens every night in the game, guys. The tubes stop working and you have to go to bed basically to progress the game. So we head down these little steps here at the back of the lab. And this is our bedroom where we got arrested at the start. Interact with the bed. And we go off to sleep. Now, if you pause the game, guys, and you go to load, you'll see there that we've already done chapter 1.1. It saves at the start of every sub-chapter, I guess we call it. And it auto-saves at different times. You can't do any manual saves. The autosave overwrites itself pretty much whenever you go from area to area or through certain doors and things like that. So we're about to finish chapter 1.2 by sleeping. But if you make a mistake or miss something, you can go back to those checkpoints and start again from there.
A bit more relaxed. I could do with a day off. All this running back and forth for people is tiring, man.
Oh yeah, you did so much.
That's what they pay you for.
You did so much, Harold.
It's down now.
Day 18,251 since the crash. Someone tell me how many years that is. I can't be bothered doing the math. Alright, once we are back in control, nothing else to do here. Head up the steps. And you'll get another little cutscene with Professor.
Hello, Professor. What did you think of that announcement?
It was quite fantastically self-aggrandizing.
Yes, it did go on a bit. The boy seems cool, though.
Indeed. I'm sure it'll make a great source of distraction. Now, if you're quite ready...
Sure. Ready for what?
I made a breakthrough discovery at the Arboretum last night. You remember the last batch of bloomy rocks?
Oh, the really small ones from the last intake? The ones with the strange shapes and the little holes and...
The blue ones, yes. Turns out their surface composition doesn't just give us clues about our immediate aquatic environs. I think they've picked up some influences from outer space as well. Take a look through the microscope. You'll see what I mean.
Just remind me exactly how that thing works again.
Harold, are you fooling me? This will be the last time I explain it to you, so for once, pay attention. You need to open the hatch first.
Alright, as soon as you're back in control, guys, you just interact with the A button and open the hatch.
Now, activate the switch next to the door to open the sample
And then
shelf.
you move over to this button over on the left. Hit the button with the A button again. Nothing's tricky in this, but I'm taking you through it just in case. And then walk over to the bottom right-hand square in this, I guess, set of samples. Grab the bottom one by pressing A again. And then you take it over to the hatch that we opened a moment ago. Place it in there. And then you've got to press the A button again once he closes the hatch to interact with the microscope.
And finally, you'll see what I mean. The one you're looking at now seems to have picked up radiation from our nearest sun. There's a particular mark for each time there's been a solar flare.
I can only see one mark?
That's the problem. There isn't enough of a recording on this one. I dated it to roughly 40 BC.
So we need an older one. For...
Exactly. Older ones, ideally. Although I doubt we'll have much luck catching more of them by chance. Oh, yes. We have to figure out when there's going to be a gap between flares. Flares cause the solar winds. A gap between solar storms is our only window for leaving this place. I need you to look into this, Harold. If anyone on board has an older rock, we need it procured. Yes?
But if we're not going to be able to catch one, where am I supposed to start looking?
You could start at Tommy's store. You and I both know that guy somehow gets hold of whatever those filter stations spit out, and then sells them at an outrageous markup.
Good evening, Jean.
Nice to see you, Bridget.
Is the sample in the microscope? I'm really curious to inspect it.
Yes, you definitely should.
And now we are back in control here again. And you've got to go over to Bridget and interact with her and talk to her.
Hey.
Hey, you're the professor's assistant, Jeremy, right?
Yes, but no. I'm Harold Halibut. I interned in your section for about a year.
Oh, goodness,
How rude.
you're Microwave Boy.
Microwave Boy.
So, you do remember me.
Yes, how could I forget that debacle? Actually, I've just met with your professor.
Is everything okay?
Not entirely, but I probably shouldn't be telling you.
Okay, I'll...
But I suppose if Moreau trusts you, I'm a bit worried about our ship's energy reserves. I thought I'd talk to your boss about it. She's the smartest person on board, isn't she?
And then you just go through her dialogue, so start with the top one.
Reserves? Are we in some kind of trouble?
Now I've said too much. Ask Moreau. Perhaps she'll tell you more.
And then the next one, which is the top again.
Did you guys talk about the bloomy rocks at all? Moreau said I should maybe check with your husband.
As a matter of fact, we did. As for my husband, you'll have to ask him, which is more than I've been able to do the past few days. Knowing that infuriating rock collection, I'm sure he'll find you something. He's a sweetheart, really, you know? Go ask him.
See you later.
Bye, Richard.
Okay, and then you say goodbye to her and then go talk to Moreau. And we need to ask her about the energy reserves.
Dare I ask, what is it?
You can ask her about those other options, but we want to say Bridget told me about some kind of energy shortage.
So, Bridget told me about some kind of energy shortage and to ask you about it. Any idea what she meant?
Yes, she mentioned she may have found a link between something in the water and our solar wind problem. It's speculative, and now isn't the time. That all?
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll be off.
Yeah, then you can say that you just going to be off. You can choose any of the other options, guys, if you want to hear it, but it isn't needed for anything else.
Harold,
now we're going to attempt to leave.
Could you give him a message for me?
Sure thing, Professor.
Just ask him, how are the details coming along?
Okay. I will ask him, but,
Yes, I know. I could ask him myself, but didn't you stop to wonder why I don't want to?
I just did stop to wonder.
It's complicated, okay? We go back a long way and don't always see eye to eye, especially on matters of categorization, nomenclature, and subsequent archiving methodology. Not that he ever saw fit to delineate his preferred... Don't mind me, Harold. I just mean, Cyrus has his stubborn phases, and I just can't talk to him when he's in one.
Okay, say no more. Your message is safe with me.
Actually, Harold... No, it's okay. Nothing. Run along now.
Okay, and now we're going to go get our next missable achievement. So head to the left. We're going to the lounge where we saw Chris watching TV earlier, where we watched the announcement. He won't be there, so go inside. You've got to interact with the TV so that Harold sits down. Press A, press A. There we go. And then you'll start watching the TV, guys, and you'll stay on this screen, and you need to stay here for 10 minutes and watch the TV for 10 minutes. Longest 10 minutes of our lives. I'm obviously going to speed up the video now, guys, and I'll meet you on the other end of the 10 minutes. But just sit here, make sure your controller doesn't go dead or die or go idle or whatever, so you can get this achievement. Alright, see you on the other side.
Don't be chilly. Be chilly grilly. Chilly grilly makes no guarantee that your chilly grilly products will significantly increase your body temperature and accepts no liability.
My mic actually stopped working again while the TV was playing, but I was back and watching and hearing that marvelous sound. Another rare achievement there, guys. So hopefully, let me know down below if that's still rare for you guys, because hopefully the more people watch this and actually do that achievement, it won't be rare anymore. Now that that has done, we are going to go start working on the next page in the notebook, or next pages. So we're going to head to Agora Arcade. So head over to the tube. Don't know what's going on with my mic. It just keeps sort of, I think the cable's coming to the end of its days. I think I just need to get a new cable for it. It sort of gets loose and unplugs itself. Anyway, to Agora Arcades, off we go.
Have a pleasant journey.
I've got to keep an eye on the mic.
You may now
Get a little cutscene here.
Safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard for the future of humanity.
Harold, good timing. You can explain things to the Major, can't you?
Harold, come here and explain things. And yourself.
Major. I'm just passing through. I really don't know what this is about. Hi, Felix.
So you're not here to make excuses for this diminutive delinquent?
Hey, I'm not diminutive. I've just got longer to live than you. And Harold, tell him about our plan.
Harold! I thought I told you to stay out of trouble. I should have known you'd be wrapped up in this.
I didn't literally do anything. Okay, just, I don't know if it matters which options you select, guys, but I always just select the top option, and it gets me where I want to go, and we get all the achievements. So maybe just do that, because I haven't got time to test every single option.
Not me, Major. Whatever.
I really don't think it matters, though.
I'm sure it was meant innocently.
And how would you know about that? Unless you're in league with him.
Top option.
I mean, if you just relax.
Relax? Harold, you're really starting to tweak my beak.
But what did Felix do anyway?
Utterly unconcerned for his own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard.
Anyway, Major, under whose jurisdiction is Harold in trouble?
Mine! I'm the law here. Felix.
Absolutely.
And can you testify to Harold's involvement?
Only if he's willing to testify to mine.
Harold.
Top option.
Testify.
Damn it. Then the case is in danger of falling apart.
I'm sure Felix's parents will deal with this.
Good point. They should really be present while you question me, Major. I'm only a minor.
Don't you throw the book at me, son. Where are they anyway?
I don't know. And good luck finding them.
Oh no.
Mike's still working? Yep.
Have you lost them?
Harold, leave this to the professionals. Felix, do you mean to tell me you've neglected to file a missing person or persons report?
Shouldn't we look for them?
Don't change the subject.
But, Major, what is the subject?
That's right, Harold. Know your rights.
If, and I mean if, you're acting as some kind of heroic big brother figure to this young man, I expect you to be a positive influence.
There's no...
Come on, spit it out, man.
Just leave me alone, Sandstrom. I've got fish to feed.
Okay, Harold, but your fish won't save you if I catch you red-handed. Now, Felix, where is he?
Where'd he go?
Oh no. Felix?
Harold, you've lost him.
It's not my job. All right, now we're going to go start working on this next sheet of, or note or drawing, whatever you want to call it. Talk to one of the other brothers here.
Hello, Mr. Secretary. 8, right?
I'm afraid not. You must be thinking of my brother, Secretary 8. Or Secretary 24, of course.
Oh, sorry. I always get that mixed up. There are just 3 of you, right?
Well now, 3 of us work for Allwater, yes.
Oh, so there's another who doesn't?
Yes, Secretary 8 is the man to ask about that. He remembers it all much better than I do.
Remembers? Okay, sounds serious.
Anyway, I'm neglecting my post. Welcome to the Agora Arcades. Would you like to partake in the monthly all-water raffle bonanza?
Oh, sure. Wait, is it free to enter?
Certainly. The raffle is a generous gesture of frivolity from Allwater to you, the citizens of Fedora.
Okay, we can just say, we'll go through the dialogue.
What are the prizes?
Well, there's a long list of luxuries, a plethora of pleasurable prizes. The full list can be perused at your leisure on the Allwater Public Access Forum.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
You never win.
Just spin her up. Drum roll, please. And... Looks like you were unlucky this time, but that's life. Try again next month.
How do you know I was unlucky? You didn't even pick a ticket or anything. Anyway, so we're going to go and talk to all the other brothers, or the brothers that are available to us. We're going to do it right now rather than doing a few other things. We're going to go in here first. Actually, sorry, I said right now. That wasn't true. There's another very, very missable achievement, and it's for listening to all the gossip inside the Gertrude's Beer Zone, which is this first building right here. When we walk in here, you'll see that they start talking, and we've got to stand anywhere in here and just listen to them.
I think it sounds exciting, Alon.
Well, you don't. Technically, you don't have to listen. You just have to let the dialogue play out.
Might give us something new to natter about.
A new boy's him. What's it gonna pick up anyway? Alien radio drama?
Not sure, Alon.
So this is about the boy.
Fancy pictures.
Seems to me be more interesting to go sideways than back up top.
You're going sideways, Alon.
Right you are, Zim. It's all this sitting around nattering with you.
All right, once they've finished talking, as a good habit would be to leave and then go back in and see if they talk about the same thing again.
What do you think about the announcement then?
So that's the same one again, so we don't need to listen to that again. And now we're going to go and do the brothers. Think of it as a little side quest we're going to go on now and talk to all the brothers to make sure we don't miss this note. So we've already spoken to him, so don't worry about him. So he is, let's just get this right. So he is number 17. We're going to go chat to, I think it's number 8 next. So go into the tube, go down to Central Station at the top there.
Destination.
When I said down, I mean down the tube.
Relax with
Unless we...
water.
Yeah.
You're here.
When you get to Central Station, there's going to be this little girl here. If you do things in the order that I'm doing them, talk to the little girl and we'll get our next note in the notebook and then we'll keep continuing on with the brothers.
Hello there, little miss.
Little side quest.
You could call me Lise. And no, I'm just waiting for someone.
Oh, is Lise like a combination of little and miss?
No, stupid. It's my name. What's your name?
It's Harold. Nice to meet you.
Is Harold like far and old combined?
Yeah.
I suppose it is, actually.
Can you just leave me alone? I'll yell stranger danger if you don't.
Okay. Bye, Lise.
That's not nice, but anyway, that is our next note. Stranger danger. Okay. I said I wasn't going to name them all, and then I started naming them all, but I will definitely miss some, so I wasn't quite not telling the truth. Anyway, go and talk to the guy here in the little ticket booth thingy. This is the second or the third brother we've talked to. This is number 8. The brothers are named after numbers,
there.
so...
Secretary 8?
That's me, sir. Can I help you get where you're going?
That's okay. I was actually wondering... Well, I've been speaking to your brothers.
Oh, how nice. Which ones?
Mr. 17 and Mr. 24. Well, I didn't speak to Mr. 24 about that, but...
Ah, yes. Yes, good, loyal, all-water employees both. I dare say I've been a good influence. Although even my shining example couldn't extend to him.
So, he's the 4th brother. What happened to him?
Oh, I do apologise. I've got to see to matters. But I'm sure 24 can help with your inquiries. He has a better grip on the whole sordid affair than I do.
Okay, Mr. 8.
Okay, so now we'll go see number 24, which is up this tube here. And in the all-water district.
Location nominated.
Which is who we spoke to at the start of the game.
Water thanking you. Thank you for traveling with all water.
Alright. Head all the way past all this, and then down the back and through the door on the right at the back. And talk to number 24.
Known more commonly as
Mr. 24, hi.
Mr. Halibut?
So, I was just talking to your brother, Secretary 17. I mean, and it was funny. Actually, at first I thought he was your other brother, 8.
I'm sure he found it just as hilarious as I do. Do you need something?
Only that when I spoke to 8 about what 17 said, he said to speak to you about what happened with your 4th brother.
Ah, yes. Our wayward Warren, the 4th brother who went his separate way, choosing a life of gastronomical frivolity over contributing to society with all water.
Oh, I see. Are you ashamed of him just because he didn't follow you all into working for the corporation? Is that why none of you like to talk about him?
Actually, he tried, but he didn't pass the entrance exam. We suspect his heart wasn't really in it. We used to do everything together, and we were supposed to stick together, but he didn't study enough, and now...
Yes. What does he do now?
Last I heard, Warren had started a food stall. I don't want to think about it.
Okay, well, thanks for telling me about him. I'll leave you be.
Okay, and I forgot to mention, guys, that this is actually linked to another achievement solely about these brothers as well. So we're doing it to get a note in the notebook and an achievement. I forgot to mention that. Okay, now we go back down the tube and back to number 8. So Central Station, brother. Back to Central Station.
Water. Moving people every day.
Now, apart from this one, I do try and fit in, you know, lots of different things when we're, like, I'll try and fit in all the stuff that we do at Agora Arcade while we're at Agora Arcade, for example, without all this backtracking, but this one's important, so we're going to get it done as quickly as we can.
Hey there.
Hello again. Did you talk to 24 in the end?
Yes, and then to 17. So, I know about Warren now. How do you feel about the whole situation?
I feel morose. We were such a tight-knit family before Warren caused schism. You know, despite us being quadruplets, I quickly became the natural leader and trendsetter. So I suppose Warren, being technically the youngest by a few minutes, always resented me for that.
Gosh, it must have been so tiring.
Yes, I understand childbirth is really rather taxing. 4 at the same time is quite a feat.
I meant the arguments between you 4. But yes, that too.
Anyway, I suppose he's due back from his palate-pleasing pilgrimage one of these days. That'll be awkward.
I'm curious to meet him. At least it'll be easy for me to recognize him.
Or so you think. He's really quite different from the rest of us. I remember 17 joking that it was more like we were 3 identical triplets and Warren was the even one out. You know,
even
like
one out.
Odd one out, but with 4. It's an even number.
I get it. Now that I think about it, it's clear 17 inherited the maths gene, but not the humor gene.
All right, once we've spoken to him, we need to just double check, go back to Agora Arcade and speak with the first brother again. Or is he the second brother? Either way, it's the brother at Agora Arcades.
Compliments you on your choice of destination. All water. We get you where you're going.
All right, speak to this guy here. Number 17 again.
Mr. 17.
At least we have that in common.
Calculated. I can't offer you another raffle, I'm afraid.
That's okay, I understand. But I asked 24 about Warren. The way some of you talked about him, I thought something bad had happened or something.
Something bad did happen to him. I'm sure 24 told you about his entrance exam, but that's not the whole story. We would have supported him anyway, but he began to be disparaging about all water, suggesting that maybe it was for the best that he didn't get a position.
So that's when you fell out?
I think so. It's complicated. It's been a long time since we spoke. He went off travelling the station on some chaotic quest to find culinary inspiration, I believe.
I see.
I mean, 24 and 8 didn't make it easy for him, but I don't want to bore you with the family history. And I need to get back to revising these raffle ratios.
Okay. See you, Mr. 17.
All right, where's our note? There it is. We got the brothers note with the 3 brothers and then the question mark down the bottom. Very important that we get that. Now that we've done that, we also got messages for the first time. Professor Moreau sent us a message. She said, someone put graffiti on the wall. It's an eyesore. Please clean it off. There's an achievement for cleaning the graffiti twice, guys. So we're going to be doing that next time we go back past or to the lab. And the other message is from Slippy, which says, yes, Slippy's double black diamond deals are now on for one day only. Don't sleep on Slippy's exclusive new campaign launch event. Visit Slippy's today. We are going to go there very soon. And our to-do list is, we've got a message for Cyrus from the professor. We've got to search for the blue rock, which is what we're sort of working on, and clean the graffiti. Excellent. All right, so next thing we want to do is speak to Tommy about the rock. Where you're meant to go, where you think you should go to speak to him is at his shop. So if we go all the way to the right until we get to the general store, you'll see it's got a closed sign on it, and we can't go inside. Tommy is actually, I didn't really have to do that, but I wanted to show you that it's closed. Tommy is actually back in the beer zone. Let's see if they've got any new gossip.
Tim, what you think?
Yep, so that's the same gossip, so we don't need to worry about that. And head into the back left here and talk to Tommy.
Exciting?
Well, that new boy thing and all might give us something new to natter about.
A new boy, Tim. What's it going to pick up?
Are they going to wait for this gossip
Alien
anyway, are
radio
they?
Drama?
Not sure, Alon.
Or did I break the game?
Fancy pictures.
Seems to me.
Hey, Tommy.
Ah, there we go.
I don't suppose you'll be back in the shop soon? Or, I mean, I can come back later?
Oh, no. What do you need?
It's just that the professor and I need some sea rocks. I mean, filter rocks from older times that have come from the filters, and I feel like you might have one?
Shh, quiet. Don't be mentioning Filter Frankie. You know that every piece of my inventory is legally obtained or legally found, right?
Right, sure. That's why I'm here, to legally acquire an item of yours that you may have.
Okay, look and listen here, Longy Long Pants. I shut the store for... Oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you Longy Long Pants just then.
You sure you don't want me to come back another time?
It's fine. I'm just feeling sorry for myself. I've got this gut feeling that my beautiful angel wife don't care about me no more.
Oh.
No, I know I'm oversharing again. Tommy, you gotta stop oversharing. Look, not gonna be...
If you're sure.
Yeah, you just caught me on a blue note, that's all. She's been spending so much time with that beautiful chunk of marble. You know, the guy in the silk robe and the flowing locks?
That's our mate Chris. And now, guys, there's also an achievement for filling in Moreau at every step of the investigation into this rock. So we're going to go straight back to Moreau now and tell her about what's going on with Tommy and the store. So back we go, and more backtracking, unfortunately. There is more to do at Agora Arcades, but we'll be right back here soon. So go down to the lab district.
Travel in style.
You have to go straight to Moreau without stopping and talking to anyone, unless there's like cutscenes and things like that that you can't help. I don't think there is for this one.
Journey for some reason. Just contact your nearest.
So run straight back to the lab. Don't even stop to do the graffiti, which is on the wall right there. We'll get that when we can in a minute. But first, we'll go straight to the professor. All right, chat to the professor.
So, did you get the rock?
Well, I did go and see Tommy, but he and Bridget, have some marital issues.
I'm sorry to hear they're not blithely going through life in perfect bliss, but we need the rock, Harold.
How are things going with Bridget?
I really hope you're not asking in relation to the marital problems.
No, I'm just trying to find the rock.
I think she's gone back to the harvest office now.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Professor.
Okay, and now we can go do the graffiti. I think it will let us. Well, it would have let us before, but... Alright, so we'll go clean the graffiti. So go interact with the graffiti, and then you've got to, like, manually wipe this off here.
Oh, graffiti. What good is asking where is home anyway?
But no, you won't get an achievement for cleaning it once, guys. I have seen some people thinking the achievement didn't work.
The Lightkeepers again, or just someone copying their style. Will they ever reveal themselves?
All right, get to it, Harold. Hurry up. We've got a walkthrough to do. All right, I like to just start up one end. Yeah, come on. I've become a pro at this. I've done this a few times. Well, I guess that doesn't make me a pro, does it? And you really have to get all of it. Don't leave any red spots. One time the very first time, I did this. There was a tiny red spot somewhere I'd missed. And I couldn't see it because I'm colorblind. Oh, even there was a little bit of red left and it let me do it. Anyway, we've cleared the graffiti. Now we're going to go back to Agora Arcades. Nothing will happen there. I don't think we even get a note in the book yet. No, nothing. Nothing happens there. But we are going to go get an achievement now. Let's do that.
We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey. You've arrived. Have you checked your bits before leaving?
Hey, let's get on with the next achievement. So now we go into Slippy's store. There's a missable achievement for going in here and doing a little bit of skiing. So go into Slippy's. So it's the next one after. Oh, actually, we just came back. Let's check. Just check the gossip. Nope, same one.
Well, I figured.
The reason I'm doing that, guys, is it's very easy. I haven't quite figured out when the first time you can get each one. So I just want to get each one as quickly as we can. There's all these different gossips. Anyway, go into Slippy's.
You're cool. So be cool all of the time with my patented Consta-Cool fabrics. That's the Slippy difference. And if you just watch this exciting infomercial, Harold, if it isn't my favorite multi-maintenance man. Wait, are you sure I can't interest you in... Oh, never mind.
Hello. How's business?
You're an everyman, right? I've made a new ad, and I need your opinion. I mean, I think it's great, but maybe it's high concept.
Oh, well, I'm not really qualified to...
Nonsense, just watch.
I was trying to read a book in the comfort of my own home, but my own home wasn't comfortable. It was too hot to concentrate. Will I ever be able to read to my children or enjoy the adventures of the Fedora 4 from my armchair again?
Why, yes, of course you will. With my patented, tried and tested aircon system, you'll always be able to keep your brain, books, and body sweat-free and as cool as Jimson Jameson himself. Please note, Slippy's aircon system is not officially endorsed by the creators of the Fedora 4 or their likenesses.
Sometimes I just can't get cozy. How's a man supposed to look after his family with cold arms? My family are depending on me. What am I going to do?
Clad yourself in one of our triple insulating cozy jackets and matching thermal underwear, of course.
Cozy jackets.
You know what they say, warm hands, warm heart. Slippy's means heritage. I'm the latest in a long tradition of winter sports enthusiasts. Slipmeyers throughout history have kept everyone from royalty to the common man warm and cozy in their pursuits of the great outdoors. Slippy's means social responsibility. The Slipmeyers were one of the most generous sponsors of the Fedora 1 project, giving back to the people, sharing their knowledge of insulation technologies and considerable wealth to keep humanity warm and cozy among the stars. Remember, you deserve to live and work at whatever temperature is right for you. With over 200 years of expertise, you can bet the weather forecast shows Slippy's across the board. Come in out of the cold and into Slippy's. Slippy's. Heat protection so good, it'll be a cold day in hell. Well, what did you think?
Now, before I forget, guys, there's also an achievement for playing this game for 15 hours, but you'll beat this game if you're following this guide way quicker than that. So as you're following along, if you need to pause the game or anything, just leave the game idle. When you finish playing for a bit, if you can, leave the game idle. That's my recommendation, to really stack up the time that you play the game so that at the end you don't have much left over. Because while I'm making this guide, I am going to have to I'll probably leave it idle in between each video and I'll have to leave it idle right at the end probably in order to get that achievement to pop. So just keep that one in mind. All right, so now we'll go through his dialogue. What do I normally pick here? I just butter him up.
There were lots of things, and...
Great, so glad you agree. And while you're here...
I was just going...
Ah, come on. You can't go without testing my new half-pipe experience.
Exactly. We don't want to go, Harold. We want the achievement.
To my patented aircon system that I'm calling the Freezer.
Is that... Do I have to...
I'm glad you asked. It combines precise atmospheric condition synthesis with the ski sim to recreate the most lifelike experience of skiing you can dream of.
Oh, this took me forever to figure out last time. I hope I can remember it.
Skiing?
Aussie, you didn't write down what your
I'm sure
buttons
you're a
to press
natural.
here.
Now let's get you strapped in.
Not buttons, but you got to lean a certain way. So this achievement that we're about to get, guys, is for skiing down this little slope. So now that we're up on the skis, you got to sort of get into position and then lean forward, is it? Hang on, where is it? Oh yeah, you just get into any position, then press A, I'm pretty sure. That's the bit that I forgot.
Oh, Harold, you were really blown away.
Now just give me my achievement.
First time's the hardest. It's all downhill from there. I guess I'm Slippy by name, but you're Slippy by nature.
I don't like this guy.
I'd really better go now.
Yeah, give me my achievement game.
But just
Hurry
so
up.
you know, I run a pretty generous referral scheme if you're interested. For every customer you get.
Got a dash.
Okay, Harold. Be skiing ya.
Be skiing ya. And that's the other thing we get for that. We get the achievement and we get a new notebook entry for skiing. There we go. There it is. All right. And now we're going to go get another missable achievement and another notebook entry. So from Slippy's, go outside, head right, head past the general store and into the Intercom Oasis, where we've got some arcade games and some other stuff going on here. And if you head over to the left, I think it's this one, we've got Rapid Fly Zone Force, and there's an achievement for playing this game for 2 minutes. You don't have to last 2 minutes though here, guys. See, you can crash and burn. You just have to play it continuously, or cumulatively, I should say, for 2 minutes. So just keep playing and playing and playing. You don't have to get that timer up the top to tick up to 2 minutes. You just have to play for a total of 2 minutes. So don't worry. Oh, I did not just crash into the floor. I didn't even know that was possible. So yeah, just keep playing. Will I speed the video up? No, we'll just keep it in here. Should I try and explain what we're doing next? Next, we're going to speak to... We have to speak to Raffy, who's the sort of the staff at this place. That'll give us a notebook entry. Do we have to speak to him twice? I'm not even watching where I'm going, guys, because I'm trying to read my notes here. Raffy, talk to the kid. Oh, and then go see Onat. Okay. Now, I wonder if Onat, I believe, is one of the names of the developers, and there's a character in the game called Onat. I wonder if he's like for like or anything, because that would be pretty cool. Oops, I wasn't watching. I wonder how far I could, if I actually tried, how far I could make it. Do you actually... Oh yeah, you get it, the rings are counting on the left hand, top left. Oh! Did I just die again somehow? I don't know. Alright, should be nearly 2 minutes, surely. Things do seem to take longer when you're recording, I swear. Recording curse. Oh, where am I going? Hey, there it is. Alright, I'm going to finish this run, guys. But if you get the achievement, you can just back out. Oh, look how far I'm going. I'm a pro. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ah, boo. Alright, back out. Got the achievement. Now you want to talk to the kids over here on the right.
Hey there.
The name is Eve.
Eve.
Oh, sorry, Eve.
Oh boy.
Mister?
No, mate.
To visit Rafi.
I wasn't even trying to use a pronoun there.
Oh, some game. I'd rather be reading, but here we are.
What do you like to read?
Anything really, you know. At the moment, hegemony and the pan-liberalism agenda of agnostic psychopolitic, mostly.
That's a book?
Yes. Say, did you know Captain at Large Baronhout holds the high score in this game?
No. That's cool.
Pretty sure I own the high score in that other game.
The top of the leaderboard meant.
Yeah. Well, see ya.
See ya. My notes say speak to Eve twice. So speak to Eve again.
Hey, Eve. Do you know Rafi?
Hey,
Not really. We have a mutual toleration understanding.
That sounds, nice. Do they have many of those?
No, that's a pretty rare privilege. You gotta respect their boundaries, you know?
Alright, now we'll speak to Rafi at the back here.
Oh, hey, Rafi.
Harold.
Is everything okay?
The tube route to the school in the social district is out.
Oh, right. Makes sense. Annoying.
Rafi.
What's annoying?
He's annoyed because
Kids.
Rafi has to work
Everywhere. All the time. No school means no peace. They're just hanging around, taking space, playing all the arcades.
Oh dear. But isn't that what this place is for? Kinda? Oh. I see. Good luck.
more. Do you, Harold? Because I don't see. Alright, and then we get the Rafi Zelta's notebook entry. Pardon me, I was just having a drink and then nearly choking on it. Okay, so once we've got Rafi, go off to the right and talk to Onat over here at the stage. This is the guy I was saying, I wonder if he's like got a likeness with the developer. Either way, thanks for making a cool game, guys. Speak to Onat. Hope I'm saying that right too.
Hey, how is it going, Harold?
I think Harold
Not
just
too
said it that
shabby,
way.
thanks.
Right?
How about you?
I'm super, actually. I found a book.
And then we're going to get another missable achievement.
It was just discovered. A book written on Earth. Nobody on the station has read it yet.
Oh, that's cool.
Apart from me.
Wow, what's it about?
Stick around and you'll find out. My newest performance piece is a reading of it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I wonder if he voice acted it too, if it is his
All of
likeness. That'd be cool.
Without interruption. It's gonna be a wild ride, so buckle up.
Wow, okay. Good luck.
Alright, once we've spoken to Onat, go. This character below us now is the mailman. Speaking to him, he's gonna ask us to go for a jog with him and Chris, who shows up. And doing that and completing that will get us an achievement, so let's do it. And I think it gets us a notebook entry as well.
Hey, buddy.
I don't think
Hey,
it does.
Harold, great to see ya. How about that announcement, eh?
Yeah, it was really something.
It sure was. I try not to busy myself with those kinds of affairs. I'm just happy you're joining in for the station jog.
The jog? I was only...
Chris promised me he'd be here any minute. Now we've really got a jog team on our hands.
I think I'll pass.
No, Harold, you're not passing, buddy.
But why don't you keep me company until Chris arrives?
You do have to make sure you say yes to this.
How's the post today?
Ah, it's a bit slow, what with the tube to the utility district being out, so I can't really work. Not working makes me so restless.
I hope.
Looks like you got work to do there. You've got letters that aren't delivered. Oh, maybe he can't get to where they are meant to be
For the
delivered.
same reason. So at least we'll have plenty of time to work out together. That young man is almost as fit as me.
Why do I feel like I'm...
Here he is.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Last to arrive, first to finish. That's my motto.
Harold, won't you stay? The jog team won't be the same without you.
Yeah, venga, Harold. You can't leave now, I just got here. Jog team, jog team, jog team.
Okay, so we have to say okay, but please don't make me look too bad. And then you just follow them, alright, guys?
Go jog.
Holding the X button. Jog on after him. Oh, I'm beating you, Chris, for a split second. So just follow him. Don't worry that you can't keep up.
Guys.
Just follow them, and then when you see them come back running the other way, just turn around and run back with them.
Jog.
Yep. Run back with them.
I was fit.
I haven't tried to actually just stay at the start-finish line. That would be funny. I wonder if that works. I've never tried that. I wish I had, but I just thought of it.
Good show, Harold. How's everyone feeling?
I think there was a new personal best for me.
Fine. Fine, thanks, buddy. How do you both keep so fit?
Oh, you know me, Harold. I've been running around this station for years. Gotta keep up my reputation for same-day service after all.
Healthy body, healthy mind. That's what keeps me going. Gotta set a good example for those lazy students of mine, too.
Have you got any tips?
Just keep on moving, Harold. You never know when you'll have to slow down. So keep going while you can.
Alright, so we get the run notebook entry and the certificate of participation achievement. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, and there is one more notebook entry to get here in Agora Arcades before we leave. So head to the middle. I know you've been dying to find out what's up the big stairs. We're going up them now. So up the big stairs in the middle. Nothing behind that statue, which I think was a real missed opportunity. Developers should have hidden something behind here or something, or made it so you could walk through behind it. I think that would have been cool. Anyway, head left. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Sneeze alert. Nope. Is it coming? Hang on. Talk to this guy.
Hello.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the fish hut. Sample our homegrown Fedora fish or a freshwater catch of the day.
What's the catch of the day today?
Today, we have the great spotted super grouper.
Sounds tasty. Just out of interest, is that a native fish?
Hard to tell, man. You know, a few of this ship's fish escaped during the crash. So we don't know if they thrive in the ocean or even intermingle with native species. But we can guarantee that fresh super grouper taste you know and love.
Just reading something on my notes. So we got the note. It is the fish hut or something. Fish hut maybe. Just reading my notes because I changed the order a little bit here. We did that. Oh, should we go see the captain? I think so. Alright, so we're done here at Agora Arcade. Actually, the one thing we're going to check on the way out is just the gossip. Just to make sure we can't get a new one yet. I don't think we can, but worth checking.
Sim.
Nope, still about the boy announcement. Alright, off we go. We are going to Central Station.
Destination decided. Enjoy the view. You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you...
What am I looking for here? Yeah, we're going to go to All Water District. So into the other tube, All Water District.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You may now exit the tube.
Now we're going to go use the elevator just here after we go through this first door. Press the button outside this door. It will open the elevator, step inside, and it will automatically take us up. Such a weird way this works. Alright, we're going to talk to the captain. His bird hasn't gone missing yet. That's a spoiler alert, but his bird that's sitting on that perch. Just,
hello, citizen.
remember that for later.
Hey, Captain at Large.
Call me Zoya, please. What can I do for you?
Just doing my rounds. Do you need anything?
This is one of the chats that I think is quite possibly not needed, but I've always done it in the practice run, so we're doing it again.
Hey, no, the announcement. Wasn't it epic? And don't you think I did pretty darn well?
Yeah. There were lots of announcements. And I liked the bit where you...
Ah, yes. That was a nice touch, wasn't it? Maybe people will see that I can be useful now. That I can lead. take destiny in my own hands.
Destiny?
Yes, destiny. Oh, speaking of which, I must get back to work. I've got an important new announcement to work on for Madam CEO. Thanks for stopping by.
Alright, once we've had that chat, get an autosave, but no note. Push the button here and we can go back down. Back down in the elevator. Okay, now we need to go to the energy district. If you check your PDA, once I'm back in control, check your PDA, go to your to-do list. It says check on Bridget, and she's in the energy district. We've also still got the message for Cyrus. He's at the energy district as well, it says. So, well, let's go and do that. And there's another note. Is there 2 notes or 1 note to get there? 1. Yep, just once. Just 1, I mean. So back to Central Station.
Destination determined. Now, relax with all water. You're here. Thank you for choosing all water tubes.
And over to the other tube. And this time choose the energy district.
Location nominated. Journey commencing. All water thanking you. Thank you for
And before you do anything here, guys, head all the way to the right. Ignore Bridget. Ignore everything else that's happening. Ignore the prompt at this window. Ignore Chris and Bridget there. Go through the door on the right. And talk to Cyrus.
Hello, Cy. How's it going?
Oh, it's been tough, Harold. Every detail has a detail. It's like this filigreed. Oh,
I do like this bit, actually.
Actually?
Yeah? What do you need?
Well, I'm having a bit of difficulty with a 3D printer. It's leaving gaps everywhere.
Oh, really, Cyrus?
Shall I take a look?
Yes, please. But I hope you're better with technology than you are with the ladies.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
I hope so, too.
Anyway, see if you and your screwdriver can get this printer its 3rd dimension back.
Alright, so walk over to the right. Interact with the 3D printer thingy on the wall.
You have to undo the screws first to remove the front panel.
We have to remove this panel on the top right, so just move the screwdriver near one of the screws. And do that to all 4 screws on this top panel. I'll try and do this with as few as... You don't have to get all the screws, so I'll try and do this with as few as possible. I definitely want that one there. So undo that screw. We may as well have... I think we're going to have to take off this whole panel here. Oh, we definitely want that screw there as well. Or both of them. So that screw there. Let's do this screw here. Okay, good.
Nearly there.
Then do this panel here. I'm just trying to uncover what we actually need. There may be a faster way to do this. I still haven't perfected it. Uncover that. Get rid of that. Alright, then we need this. Okay, as soon as this hole is available, put the screwdriver near that sparking wire and press the A button. Oh, you might have to put it near the light. Oh, it won't let me put it there yet. Okay, so let's get rid of this panel. I thought you could do it as soon as you could see that, but it's not letting me. Let's see if it'll let me now. We'll get rid of this. Now will it?
See that hole?
Ah, here we go. You wait for him to say that. Now you see that hole? Zap, zap, zap. The whole thing was a joke.
I'm sorry, Harold. I couldn't resist.
Ow! Ow!
Ow!
Is the printer even broken?
Nope.
Maybe. If it's any consolation, I discovered this little trick the hard way.
Ow! Why didn't you just fix it then?
Well, where would the fun have been in that?
I'm not sure I like your idea of fun.
Funny. Sunny says the same thing to me. But I guess she didn't like your idea of fun either, eh?
Ow.
Think of it as a wake-up call, Harold. Yeah, a little extra juice.
Oh, that reminds me. Moreau asked me to ask you, How are the details coming along?
Oh, thanks, Harold. Just like her to ask that.
Huh. Is it? Anyway, see you next time, Sai.
Oops, just having a drink. Okay, now that chat is over, and we got the 3D printer shock notebook entry. That's what we came here for, and the to-do list with passing on the message to Sai being done.
What is it, Sai?
What's with this game and not letting me leave?
I suppose. Is it just gonna be like hers?
No, nothing like that. It's something definitely unrelated.
So, what's the message?
Oh, okay, fine. You got me. Happy? Just tell her procedure smeecher and that she puts the YRU in Cyrus.
I don't know that's such a good idea. I mean, what is this whole thing about?
Definitely doesn't sound like a good idea.
She started it. Back in the days, we were both part of the archive club. She was always so darn keen to throw away all the rules and invent new archiving procedures. She called it a healthy distrust for calcified mental models. But all it did was stop us ever getting anything done.
So, you disagreed about archiving?
Precisely. But it was fundamental. I mean, we respected each other's work, but there was this deep difference. And I guess neither of us was willing to budge.
So, what did you decide about the archives?
That's not important anymore. Come on, man. Sometimes you don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Okay. So, no message for her?
Just tell her I say hi. She'll know what I mean.
Okay. Catch you later, Sai.
Interesting. All right, now we can leave again, finally. All right. And go up to the window and interact.
Oh, there's Bridget. And Chris? What are they doing in there? I can't hear them, but maybe I can lip read. Seems like Bridget is pretty excited about something. It looks like she's saying...
We're just going to choose whatever you really want here. I don't think it matters. I'm going to put you monster.
You monster. How could you?
Which means that in a playful way. Think that?
Think that after everything. Ooh, Chris is replying. Let's see.
It's because of everything?
It's because of everything. I had to say it.
Do we know if Harold actually can lip read?
We should get back before people notice. Pretty mysterious. Now I wish I'd never skipped those lip reading classes.
Ah, there we go. Okay, now it does say that this is part of the rock mission, and there is an achievement for speaking to Moreau at every stage of this, but I don't think we actually can speak to Moreau. But just to make sure, and just so that everyone sort of feels safe, we're going to go and try and talk to Moreau. And it says to always go straight to her, so go straight back to Lab District.
Moving people every day.
I have tested this, and I couldn't speak to Moreau last time, but the game has been patched since I did that, so maybe you want to watch the video ahead and see if it works or not, and skip this step if you're trying to do this quicker, but we're going to go to Moreau. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I should have just skipped this. Especially if she can't, if she has no dialogue for us. Well, we can talk to her, so there's that. But I don't think it gives us anything.
Got a message from...
Oh, we're going to give her the Cyrus message anyway.
He says, hi.
Hi? Just hi?
Yeah, just that. He said you'd know what it means.
He's a sly one sometimes. I'll give him that. Stubborn as a mule.
What's a mule?
Oh, don't you start, Harold. Leave me be. I've got to think of a comeback. I mean, get some important work done.
Alright, so that was not about this, but look, we've spoken to her anyway. We can't update her any further, so back we go. Back to the tube. And we're going to go back to Agora Arcades. arcades.
All water compliments you on your choice of destination. All water.
All right, so the next step of this, if we go into our PDA, the next step is to reconnect with Tommy. Go talk to Tommy. He's still in the Beer Zone Cafe, so we're going to go in there. And of course, as soon as we've done that, we go back to the professor. And when we go in here, we'll just check if there's some different gossip. I think there should be. Yep.
What do you know about...
So this is our second.
Filter Frankie?
Yeah, Frankie, who likes filters. Hence, Filter Frankie.
Right. Well, I heard he's always mucking about in the filters, digging up all sorts that he sells to Tommy.
What I want to know is, why doesn't anyone just go down there and find stuff?
You ever been down to filters, Alon?
Nah.
That's my job they're talking about.
Seen him once. Not very appealing, and technically off limits.
Well then, there we go.
Who you reckon he or indeed she is then?
Well, we can probably surmise he, or indeed she, isn't really called Frankie.
Solid reasoning, Alon.
Yeah.
My guess is, he or she could be anyone.
Could be you, Alon.
Could be you's him.
Aye. Then, there would we be.
Down the filters, most like.
Aye. Good.
But you're right here.
Filters. I'm just getting comfy.
All right. And that's done. I'm just going to go out and in again. That's a good habit, guys. There is one time where there is a second one. So, all right. So that's the same again. So now we're going to talk to Tommy.
Yeah, Frankie.
I'm sorry to bother you again, but I went looking for Mrs. Vandervaart, and she was at the harvest office.
Non-news. It's her office. Where else would she be?
I know.
Yeah, not news.
It's more who was there with her that I thought, I should mention.
What? You? Who was she with?
It looked totally professional. I didn't see anything bad. Just Senor Tenenbaum.
What? What's he doing in her office? There's no way he knows enough about energy. If I still had my own hair, it would never have come to this.
Tommy, I'm sure it's not like that.
You don't understand, Harold, what it's like to get old. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna take this lying down.
Tommy, I don't think you should, get angry.
And you're in on this with me now, Harold. You did the right thing bringing this to me.
I'm really sure it's nothing, just a lunch chat.
I've just been so busy.
Then why'd you say anything, Harold?
Sign, thinking Bridget would love the ambition, See me as a real go-getter again. But maybe this whole time I should have been showing her signs of my love.
I'll bet she knows you...
You're absolutely right. We'll modify the sign.
We will?
Tonight.
Tonight? I'm busy. Sorry, Tommy, I'm busy. I need a rock.
Nay, our love. A sign she won't be able to miss. A sign to blind that glossy-maned Casanova.
I mean, I'm not sure that's the sign.
Don't doubt it, Harold. This is gonna work. I just feel it. You're in, right? Will you help me save our love?
Yeah? I'll try.
Knew I could count on you. Let's get to work. I'm gonna go freshen up a little. Might even put on a different outfit now that I think of it.
There's the rock we need, guys, just for you to keep an eye on. See it in the window.
My dear Bridget, I'm sorry we haven't been able to spend much time together recently. So I get how you might be attracted to the man-machine with the flowing looks of an angel that you call your friend. But I do beg you to give me another chance. Please, Bridget, will you let me back into your heart and take this monument to our love as a sign of my great affection?
Tommy, of course I love you, and I would never betray you. I just wanted to give you some space. I saw you working so hard on your new sign, and I just wasn't allowed to tell you.
Couldn't tell me what?
Oh, what the heck. The ship's facing some issues with the energy budget. I knew you would need a lot of light for your sign, and I just wasn't allowed to tell you.
Ha!
No way we've got an energy problem here.
I think we
No
might.
helping Tinnerbomb with his spray tan?
That was it. No spray tan.
I'm so sorry, Buttercupsy. I love you.
I love you.
Oh, they sorted it out, the silly duffers. Well done.
Thank you for your help, Harold.
I'm scared to do this, but I need to move the
Accept this
mic.
stone as a thank you.
Oh, what? Someone smashed the window and stole the sign while they were being lovey-dovey. And what we have to do, guys, is run straight back to the professor and tell her we did get the notebook entry for the theft. Straight back to the professor. Do not stop. Do not pass go. Blah, blah, blah. Straight to the professor. Although I think we do get stopped temporarily, but we can't control that. Okay, so this bit you can't skip.
Got you a message.
Oh, thank you, Miss...
Zoodle, pleased to make your acquaintance. So, it's from Felix. He says there's something he wants to show you and to expect a secret message soon.
Oh, what? Why?
Yeah, why?
And why couldn't he just have said that to me himself?
I don't know. Go ask him. My work here's done.
Okay.
Layers, mister.
Thanks, blue hair kid. Alright, and then keep going straight away. Straight to the lab district.
Travel in style with all water. Unsatisfactory journey for some reason? Just contact your nearest...
Alright, straight to the professor. No! No, we're not done. I'm joking, guys. That's fine. That always happens when you get back here for this. Don't worry about that. Talk to Professor Moreau. Uh-oh, game's stuck again. Hopefully it's going to fix itself like it did last time.
Professor.
Oh, there we go.
I'm not gonna believe this.
Okay,
Why
that
does
fixed
that
itself.
not
That wasn't an
surprise
edit in the
me?
video, guys.
The blue rock. It's gone.
You found it? You lost it?
I found it and I lost it.
From Tommy's store.
This is utterly vexatious, Harold.
That's not my fault.
What shall we do?
We? I need to think.
Madam, sometimes I get in character. There it is. It's managing upwards. Update Moreau about every step of the search for the blue rock.
Originates from Earth.
Oh, I still love that sound.
Have you reverse dated the transmission?
We have. It was sent in 2102.
So 126 years after we left. Things would have been pretty rock bottom back there by then. Let's hear what was important enough for them to call after us. Maybe it was their final farewell, huh? I hope it's nothing too awkward.
Okay, I'll send a copy via...
Well, just play it to me. I've got a 1205.
But Mom, it's only 10...
And one of those.
Okay, playing back now.
This is Earth. Earth to the Fedora. We sure hope you're all okay, whomever is still out there. We're not quite sure how to tell you this.
Johnston! Cut the damn line! You're live!
What? Oh, fudge.
Professor, did you hear that strange message?
It was hard to miss.
It's the first message from Earth. Ever?
Certainly in my lifetime, at least. I wonder, what kind of message would a dying civilization speculatively send to a ship that can never return?
What do you think it means?
It means that the fact Allwater haven't shared it publicly yet means they're thinking about how to turn it to their advantage.
What if...
But the message itself is over 100 years old.
Paranoid Harold. What reason
Or close
or
to.
authority would they have for keeping messages from us? Still, even if they had planned to share it immediately, they look suspicious now.
Gosh, that message could be anything. Maybe they've got information for us about our mission.
Well, what could that information be? If we presuppose...
They got an old phone.
Yes? Oh, it's you. Yes? No. Indubitably. Fine. What? 15%? Out of the question. Okay, sure. See you shortly. Harold, I want you to come with me.
Huh? To where? What? Who was that?
Why? It was the CEO of All Water Corp, of course. Ask
Oh,
him
of
to
course, I should have known.
What for? How high?
Indeed,
How
Harold.
high?
Indeed.
Oh, Harold.
For my bath, she was adamant we went there immediately. She even unlocked our tube tickets for emergency night travel.
But why? What does she want with us?
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Come on, let's not keep Her Highness waiting.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Don't keep her waiting. More like, don't keep us waiting. I want to get on with this.
We need to get out there ahead of the turn in public sentiment. First move advantage and get this working for us, not against us. Yes, come in, come in, come in. Now, as you both know, time is of the essence.
It is?
Where are my manners? Would either of you like something to drink?
I suppose I might like a coffee.
There's really no time for coffee. Time is of the essence. Professor.
Why bother offering?
No, thank you. I prefer to stand.
Oh, a woman of action, I love that. Anyway, we must act. Due to the unfortunate Communique incident, we've been forced to move up the schedule. It's imperative we deliver some good news about the start procedure.
I suppose that wouldn't hurt.
To that effect, Professor. And, you there. I'll need you to supervise Cyrus directly. We can't afford for any unforeseen delays.
Cyrus, he works best undisturbed. The man is a stubborn buffoon, but there's no doubting his thoroughness.
Professor, please. It would do this old heart good to know that you were keeping a watchful eye on him. Or maybe your, protege here could do it.
I'll hang out with, watch Cy, sure.
If it makes you happy, Madame CEO, we'll make sure Cyrus delivers.
Great. Music to my ears. Thank you both. You've done All Water and the ship a great service.
We haven't really done anything yet.
We're ready. Go live and stay on schedule.
All right, we're going to watch this as well, guys.
It's my privilege to announce to you all today that our new boy program has already proven an unmitigated success. We present to you now the full and unedited audio that represents the first incoming message we've received in our lifetimes. Now, before the message plays, I'd like to take a moment to reiterate just how proud we should all be of progress on the new start procedures. It won't be long before we're ready for the first attempt, the latest in a long line of steps on the road to a greater, brighter future for us all. Please enjoy this message, brought to you by the All Water Corporation.
This is Earth to the Fedora. We sure hope you're all okay, whomever is still out there. We're not quite sure how to tell you this. Things were pretty rocky here when you left, of course, and, that was a brave move. Probably the right decision at the time. We didn't know whether to even tell you this, but we figured maybe it would give you some comfort, way out there in the freezing clutches of deep space. What? Oh, right. Yeah, I guess. Or, even better, the comforting, warm embrace of a lovely, habitable new planet. Well, we just wanted to let you know that we pulled together down here. The sparrows calmed down and things pretty much worked themselves out. Life still isn't perfect. Bananas died out, and you've got to be pretty careful around water. But by and large, we're back on track. I've survived. Wish we could send you a postcard. Anyway, be safe, and maybe one day we'll get a hello from you. We'll be listening.
So Earth didn't blow itself up.
Don't you have work or something to do?
Okay, and when we get back in control, I've got to let you guys know I'm getting a little bit tired, but I want to finish chapter 1. Oh yeah, and we get the notebook entry. Today, I found out this morning when I got up that the achievement for this game had been fixed, or the game had been patched. Then I went and worked all day. Then I went and picked up my daughter from school and took her to a netball game. Came home, cooked dinner, hung out with her for a bit, put her to bed, and then came in and started recording chapter 1, and it is now 11 p.m. at night. Okay, you'll see the captain going up in the elevator. We're going to follow him up. If you'd like to help me make videos like this, guys, please consider checking out my Patreon page and donating there. You can become a member of Aussie's Army for just $1. Really help me get through nights like this and get these videos out quicker. Or hit the join button here on YouTube and become an Aussie Army member here on YouTube. Or do both, or do none of it. Hit the like button, post a comment, subscribe, comment down below. Those things really help the channel as well. So back to the game. We go up the elevator, talk to the captain. You'll notice the bird is now missing. And this is how we get another page in the notebook.
Captain at Large Baronhout?
Ah, hello. How are you,
I'm Harold Halibut, sir.
We literally met like 10 minutes ago, bro.
Harold, tell me, have you ever felt lost?
Oh, I always get lost around here.
No, Harold, I mean, feeling like you have no purpose.
I know my purpose, but sometimes it doesn't seem very important.
You heard the leak, I presume?
Yeah, of course.
That leak, that one message, it's undone me. If my whole family, this whole mission, the ship, my captaincy at large, what if it was all a mistake?
Oh, I see. Well, maybe Earth didn't get as bad as people thought it would. But we're still us. And you know, it wasn't us that chose to fly away.
I suppose. Speaking of which, have you ever lost someone, Harold?
Have you?
Yes.
Did someone fly away?
She's gone, Harold.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened?
Coco has taken an unscheduled leave of absence.
Oh, so she's not lost forever?
No, I'm sure she'll return eventually. But every moment without her I spend in longing and despair.
Is it anyone I might know?
My beloved? Her name is Coco.
Oh, not sure I've ever met her.
Do you want to see a picture?
Coco is a bird.
Harold, you're such an understanding sort. Could you try to find her for me? I'd look for her myself.
Dude, 5 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, you didn't know my name.
I think it's best I don't leave my post.
And now you know I'm an understanding person. Are you sure you want it to be me looking for her?
Are you sure you want it to be me looking for her?
Whatever are you implying? I'm sure you're perfectly capable. I'm thoroughly and otherwise engaged.
That was actually a nice thing he said. So, about Coco.
So, about Coco.
Yes. Such a loyal first mate.
Does she maybe have any favorite hiding places?
Not that I know of. I did find her once in a broom closet trying to hatch a sea sponge inside my hat.
I promised to keep an eye out for her.
Alright. We're on the mission.
I'm not sure she has another friend in the world.
Bye.
I think this is probably by far the longest chapter in the game too, for those wondering. Alright. Just check our notebook. Get another message. Did I point out? Yeah, we got the CEO one. Now we've got the Captain Zoya and Coco one. It's called Finding Coco. Alright. Push the button. Hang on, did we get another one? Hang on. Oh, that was just a to-do. Sorry. I thought it was another note that came up on the screen. Alright, into the elevator. It is time to go all the way back to the lab and go home and go to sleep. That is the mission, so to speak, for now. And that will end sub-chapter 1.3. We don't get to choose our destination because we can only go home now because it's nighttime.
You've arrived. Have you checked your pockets before leaving?
Straight to the other tube. And it will automatically take us to the lab district. I think we do have to talk to Moreau before we can actually go to bed, but I think that happens automatically. So head towards our bedroom. Come on, Harold, get moving. One last minute reminder, clean the graffiti if you haven't already. Last chance to do that first bit of graffiti. I suppose you can probably do it in the next chapter, but I'm not sure. Alright, when we get here, we'll start a little thing with Moreau.
Hey, Professor. Oh, are those the new teacups?
Come and see for yourself.
Oh, I promise I ordered them.
Harold, just look.
Ooh, what is it? And we're not finished chapter 1. I wasn't getting at that yet, guys. We've still got 1.4, 1.5, and 1.6. But those are definitely shorter than what we've done so far. Or shorter than 1.3, I guess I mean. When you are lost in the... Oh, I forgot to read that. Sorry, guys.
So, if the Lightkeepers could get the rock, and they knew we wanted it, that means that...
So the Lightkeepers stole the rock and gave it to us.
Someone who...
Harold, it's late, and we've had enough excitement for one day. Let's leave the theories until tomorrow.
Sure. I'm just happy that whoever they are, they're on our side.
So it seems for now. Good night, Harold. See you in the morning.
Okay. Night, Professor.
Alright, straight to bed. Do not pass go.
Gosh, whoever made that leak must be feeling pretty terrible right now. I'm glad it wasn't me messing up for once. Let's see what tomorrow brings.
Okay, once we're back in control, guys, go back upstairs, get another little cutscene.
And what time do you call this?
Good morning, Professor. The time is...
I know
get up time.
what the time is. There's lots to be done.
How are we going to find out who the Lightkeepers are?
I'm just as curious as you, Harold, but we have better things to do.
We do?
You're right. How can I help?
You can start by taking the rock to Bridget. She'll make the necessary preparations for analysis, which you should be able to handle.
Okay, great. I'll get right on it.
And Harold, try to remember that whoever the Lightkeepers are, our jobs here are to make life more stable for the people here, not less.
I know. I'll get going.
Okay, and first thing we have to do now is go and check the, what are they called? So-and-so... Oh, I'm getting tired. I can't even remember the name of the arcades. Agora Arcades. And we've got to go check if there's any new gossip. We'll check our to-do list. I'll show you what we've actually got to do. We've got to deliver the rock to Bridget. She's in the energy district again. And we've still got to find Coco. But first things first, we go to Agora Arcades. Agora, isn't it? Am I remembering it? Agora, there it is.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You may now exit the tube. Thank you on behalf of the All Water Corporation.
Don't worry about talking to these guys just yet. Let's try for the gossip.
All right, Zim.
Not bad, Alon. You heard that leak?
Yes, I did, Zim.
Yep, this is new.
Nonsense, wasn't it?
Load of old nonsense, Alon. That said, I feel bad for the bloke that leaked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cop an earful.
An earful he shall cop. You know what I'd say if I was Madam CEO?
What would you say, Zim?
If I was the CEO, I'd say to him, "Oi, you're leakier than a cheap bucket and I'm not having it. Check yourself and your tan-eye communication protocol before you wreck yourself."
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Maybe you should be the next.
Bit harsh.
Nah, too much responsibility, Alon.
You know what I'd say if I was CEO?
What would you say then, Alan?
I'd say, "Oi, you! You're leakier than an old pipe full of hungry mice, and I'm not having it." Now pull yourself together and remember that everything makes mistakes, but it's how you learn from them that counts.
Oh, that's good.
Right you'd be, Alan. Right you'd be. Maybe you should be CEO.
Nah, too much responsibility. Happy right where I am, Zim.
Now this is actually the gossip that I missed my first practice run. I was shattered because I had to replay the whole game for this and a couple other things anyway. But all right, that's the same one. I was just double checking. All right, I'm gonna head back out. I'm gonna talk to the brother just in case. Just remember, there's an achievement for getting all of their story. So,
Mr. Halibut?
if it's about the raffle, though, no, we don't need to know
I'll be
about the
going.
raffle.
Thanks, Mr. 17.
Always a pleasure.
And I'm gonna talk. I'm just curious about what this guy's standing here for.
Major?
Harold, if you're going to ask me about that leak,
Maybe I was.
then I would say don't ask. The appropriate protocols and due diligence was clearly not carried out by the guilty leaker in question.
But I don't like this.
Now that we have all heard it, should we do anything?
Because he doesn't like Harold.
Absolutely not. The authorities will handle it. And if it wasn't meant for our ears, then we shouldn't pry.
Okay, Major.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. All right, off we go. We are going to the Energy District.
Destination determined. Now, relax with all water. You're here.
All right, we go to the far right to speak to Cyrus again first.
Close your eyes.
All right, let's get some dialogue out of old mate Cyrus.
Hey, Harold.
Hello, Cy. How's the start procedure going?
So, I've got an awful lot to get through and no one to help me with it all.
That's not true, Cy. Madam CEO asked us to keep an eye on...
Harold!
You.
What do you mean, asked? And I?
You heard that.
You know, she was concerned about you, I guess.
Wow, she must really trust me.
There are two notes in chapter 1.4, and this is one of them.
What is your procedure?
For talking to Cy here.
So, there are a couple of stages to it. The first stage is all about our current stasis. As we all know, the ship's weight and the fact certain sections are full of water gives us a stable buoyancy, and because of the tide, we're on a very slow and long orbit. So, we start by pumping some of the water out through the ship's thrusters, accelerating our orbital trajectory. Then comes phase 2. Once we reach a certain velocity, we pump more water into the unused core, making us sink deeper toward the gravity well, which will tighten our orbit but keep the speed, thus building greater momentum. Yeah, like those ice skaters when they crouch down in a pirouette.
Oh, those videos are great. When you get Slippy to let you borrow them, anyway. Ooh, is that where you got the idea from?
No, my idea came from much less frivolous scientific principles. But yeah, they are good vids. As I was saying, once we reach max possible speed, here's where it gets fun, we pump out all the water. But not all water, that would be mean. At the same time, and use the sudden extra buoyancy to break free of our orbit on an upwards trajectory towards the planet's surface.
Oh, a bit like an ancient cephalopod.
Exactly. How on Fedora did you know about that?
Oh, I found a book lying around in the lab called Masterminds of the Deep. I kind of hoped it was going to be an...
He was surprised that we knew something.
Interesting. But anyway, here's where it gets tricky. As the Fedora is still going to be denser than the surrounding water, our velocity will slow down the closer we get to the surface. But if we time everything right, our initial slingshot should create just enough momentum to allow us to break free the ocean surface for about a minute.
Like a flying fish. It'll be so weird to see the sky.
Focus, Harold. This is the most crucial part. We must launch the thrusters at exactly the right moment if we wish to achieve escape velocity. Too early, they'll be waterlogged. Too late, and we'll crash right back into the sea.
Wow, Cy, that's an amazing plan. Think it'll work?
Oh, in theory, absolutely. But there's something in my calculations that seems off. I've checked everything, but I can't pin down the variable.
Like, the timing?
Kind of. If I didn't know better, I'd say time itself.
Okay.
What did Laura say about what Madame CEO said?
Oh, she said she trusted you and that there was no need.
Did she now?
Yeah?
Yeah? Not in those
knowing
words,
her,
though.
She did it just to spite the CEO. Anyway, you seen Sunny recently?
No. Not for a long time, actually.
We haven't even met Sunny yet.
You went your separate ways?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it's like our
She said she needed
ex-girlfriend.
to find herself.
Well, I'm sure she'll turn up eventually. Were things all right between you?
Yeah, it was, we're two different people.
Sunny alone is at least two different people.
Aren't we all,
glad it
Harold?
wasn't anything too dramatic. Anyway, back to work for me.
Yeah. Looks like you've got it cut out for you. Good.
All right, give me that note. Give me the note game. There it is. And that is... Oh, did I check that previous one? That's the one that we got. The one on the left is the one we got for talking tomorrow at the end. That's story related. It happens automatically. And the one on the right is missable. That's what we got for just talking to Cyrus about his plan. All right, once we've done that, we go speak to Bridget. There's a missable achievement still to come in this sub-chapter. So go inside here, go in that door, and then up into another door and over to Bridget and talk to her.
Hi, Bridget.
Are you ready to rock, Harold?
I have it here. Ready. With rock.
Oh, Harold, you can be such a killjoy sometimes. Anyway, it's going to take a while to analyze this little guy, so I'll send for you when it's ready.
Oh, okay. Great. Thanks, Bridget.
Oh, Harold, while you're here, maybe you could help me with a little something?
Maybe, but don't you think...
Now, you'll do quite well. There's a little experiment I've been wanting to run. The remote control of the conveyors isn't working right now. My theory is Cyrus and his mugs of tea that he always forgets about before knocking over. So I need your help to manually control them.
Can do.
I'll be in here recording and analyzing the data. Right, see that button over there? The big one next to the conveyors starts and stops them.
I think I can handle that.
Yes, well, don't get cocky. I'll give you more detailed instructions over the loudspeakers as we go along.
All right, now we're going to walk over to that machine. So you're going to go out the little door at the bottom and off to the left through this door and interact with one of these machines
there are
here.
3 different types.
Oh, you don't have to press the button.
Conveyor. Each is a different color. Are they pretty? See, don't I make life easy for you? But I want you to focus on the red ones for now, since we're comparing their data to past readings.
Red ones.
Okay, red ones is what you need to remember.
Anyway, pop them under the green machine next to you and stop the conveyor, please.
So you have to press a button when there's a red one under the green.
Nice one. Now onto the next.
Or on that green
Now you see the analysis machine.
Grid.
Go start it up.
So just press A when there's a red one
There are just 2
on the green grid.
One to chop the sample and one to coat it in our lovely space bacteria mix.
Chop and coat. I see.
Right. I'll be prepping the actual data recording in the meantime. I'll let you know exactly when to start the process.
So you have to wait until she says go,
Just like
and
comedy,
then press
timing
the
is
cut
everything here.
button, which is that top one that we're already on. So if
Now.
you stay on that now, she said now, you press A,
Great. Time to coat the sample.
and then when she says coat the sample, go down and press A.
Nice.
Pretty simple.
Let's see what we have. Ah, I see. Okay, we need 2 more readings to have a representative data set.
All right, now we're just going to do that exact process 2 more times. So Harold will walk over here for us. We've got to stop it on a red rock in that green. So press A to make it go. Wait for a red rock. Press A when a red rock is in the green.
On to the next step.
And we cut when she says cut, and then coat when she says coat. Pretty simple.
Now.
So wait for her to say now. Press A.
Great. Time to coat the sample.
Press down. Press A.
Okay, great.
One more.
Show me what you got. Intriguing.
Pretty simple. No real puzzles in this game, really, guys. The hardest thing to work out is where to go and who to speak to next. Alright, press A to make it move and wait for a red rock. And press A when there's a red rock.
Nice one.
In the green.
On to the next step.
And if you get any of this wrong, you just have to do it all again. Not all of it, the next step again, I mean.
Now.
Cut.
Great. Time to coat the sample.
And down and, whoops, down and A.
Nice. Let's see what we have. Ah, I see. I see. Nice one, Harold. That's everything we need. Meet me back at the control room and we can look over the results together.
Alright, now go back to Bridget. Oops, Harold, you gotta go through here, buddy. Attaboy. Back to Bridget.
These results. It looks like our catalytic bacteria is starting to have diminishing returns on the energy output.
That's not good, right?
No, but it also doesn't make much sense. Why would the bacteria have been fine until now?
I'm not the best person to ask. What could have changed?
I'm not sure. I've run the tests. The key variables, pH level, density, etc., are all stable on the bacteria. We're using the same organic matter for it to convert.
And I've been double-checking the filters. They're filtering at the same levels as always. I mean, could something outside the ship be to blame?
It is possible that somehow the organic matter is being affected before it hits the filters. But none of the tests we've run on the matter itself shows any key variants.
Strange. Are the energy returns diminishing very badly?
I'm not panicking yet, Harold. It's just a trend we can't let continue indefinitely. Unless we can miraculously find a whole new system for producing energy. Not panicking at all.
Oh dear. I should get back to Moreau, but just let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I'll keep you posted, Harold. And thanks.
Now just remember, guys, there's a missable achievement for returning to her to get the sample when we find out that it's ready. But she does tell us that she's sending it to Moreau. So the natural thing to do is to go straight to Moreau, but we need to come here in order for a missable achievement. So just keep that in mind. Let's go to our to-do list. No more notes yet. We've got a message from Moreau, which says, the filter station seems to be clogged again. Please unclog it properly. And someone put graffiti on the wall again. So there's more graffiti on the wall. So we're going to clean that off for an achievement later. We've already read this, haven't we? Yep, we've already read Slippy's. Oh, I think that might be the old graffiti message. I'm not sure. And our to-do list is clean the filter, and still we need to find Coco, but that's much later. Right now, we go clean the filter. Actually, no, we're going to go check if there's new gossip again. This one might be obsolete because we already got it just then, but I'm going to make sure. So I do apologise if this is a waste of time, but it's not far out of our way.
Journey commencing. All water thanking you. Thank you for traveling with all water.
Just going to quickly check the gossip.
All right, Zim.
Not bad, Alon. You hear that leak?
Nah, that one we've got, so apologies. We don't need that one. So you can skip this step if you're watching ahead, guys. And now we're going to go to the lab district.
All water. Moving people every day.
I think that graffiti message is an old one. That just doesn't delete. Just going to check that part of the wall. Yeah, so that wall, no graffiti's back. So now we're going to head downstairs. We need to go to the filter and clean it again, like we did last time. So all the way down the stairs and then right. All the way down, all the way right. up the little stairs and over to this little button thingamajig. Alright, I'm gonna go up to the orange button, down one, wait for the lights to light up, and press A. And then press A again. Cleans the filter.
Fixing, running around and fetching stuff, doing stuff. It could be worse. But there must be more. More.
Is this where he sings?
Cleaning, fixing, running on.
Yeah.
Wait. What's that sound? Isn't there more to life? I clean and I fix till my legs feel like bricks. My best friend is a mop. I work till I drop. And for what? No medals or treats. I don't get silk sheets, but oh, I'm the first guy they call for a leak. There must be more to life. I could be an artiste, my name would be feted, or a chef whose every dish was celebrated. But maybe this is my destiny, trouble and strife. And perhaps that's okay. At the end of the day, what more could there be to life?
Oh, good on you, Harold. Alright, can we go now? We've got another achievement to get soon, Harold. Don't look so sad. Achievement hunting's fun.
Sorry, Harold.
Oh!
Ah, hey, yeah. Hey, Tommy. Sorry.
How long you been there, Tommy?
I'm a bit.
Did you hear all that?
What brings you to the filter station?
Just, you know, I should probably be going.
But you just got here. Anything I can help you with?
I was just looking for Filter Frankie, but I guess he's not around. That guy can be slipperier than a jellied eel.
Yeah, I've never even met him.
Righto, I'll be going now. See you, Harold.
Oh, okay. Bye, Tommy.
Alright, filter station is cleaned. And we just got a message from Bridget. Let's check the message. Okay, our sample has been prepared and is ready for analysis. I've got a good feeling about this one. Okay, so why did my first playthrough, I went straight to Moreau. Might have been for some other reason though. So our to-do list is the sample is ready for analysis. So let's go to Bridget. We go straight there and we'll get an achievement. Once again, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Get the achievement. Alright, so all the way upstairs and then left to the tube. And to the energy district.
Water compliments you on your choice of destination. All water. We get you where you're going.
Close your eyes.
And we're going to go in there and speak to Bridget.
Hey, Bridget.
Oh, hey, Harold. Done with the sample already?
I'm here for the sample.
You silly goose. I messaged you saying I sent it to the sample shelf.
Oh, sorry. I missed it somehow.
That is what the conveyor system is for. To save us from running all over the place the whole time.
I know. I guess I just...
Did you really think I'd make you come all the way back here to pick it up?
No.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Probably.
It'd be mad.
No, I'm not. I'm here for an achievement. Haha, kidding.
Stuff by hand, none of us would get anything done.
Yeah, my bad. I'll go get it from the shelf.
Although, while you're here...
Thanks, Bridget. Sorry to bother you. Bye.
Ah ha ha ha. That's the first time I've seen Harold do that. Alright, there's the achievement. I can't believe that's not rare. I suppose everyone just comes back here. I don't know why I never did in my practice run. My first practice run. I literally played this the day it came out in Australia, so it was pretty early and there was no information online. I was just playing it to see if I could figure it all out, which is what you do. What I do anyway. Okay, now I'm just going to check one more time at Argoa Arcades. I think this one's redundant as well because we got it earlier than I normally get it, but yeah, I do apologise. I'm probably going to repeat myself a lot with this, but this is the one that I want to make sure we don't miss out on. Well, I don't want us to miss any achievements, and if you're watching this, you won't be missing achievements, because even if I miss something, I'll edit it into the video.
All right, Zim.
Not bad, Alon.
That's the same one still.
You hear that,
okay.
Lake?
So, waste of time. Sorry, guys. But better to be safe than sorry, right? And I'm wasting far less time doing it here in video than I would if I did a whole other playthrough just to test them all again, which is what I need to do, but we don't have time for. All right, to the lab district.
Destination chosen. We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey. You've arrived. Have you checked your pockets before leaving?
Nope. Did not check my pockets. Sorry. All right, all the way to the lab. Okay, do we have to push the hatch first? Yeah. Open the hatch. Go over to the button. Grab the sample. Or push the button, sorry, near the door. Then grab the sample. There it is. Grab that. Come on, Harold. And go chuck it in the microscope. And hit the button on the microscope.
Righto. Let's take a look what all the fuss is about. Oh, yes. I see. Very big marks. A dense rockiness.
Not only is it 11:30 at night, I've run out of my drink.
Implications huge for origin of it.
And I want to finish this. I don't want to go get a drink.
Fragment, judging by the composition, could have been from far away.
That is.
Ah! Professor, you scared me.
This is. We've been thinking all along about. This data suggests. But. That would contradict. The potential implications.
What is it, Professor?
It's these readouts. I think I know what they mean.
Oh, what have they told you?
The rock strata looks like carbonaceous chondrite. Rare, but the aminos backdating. It's a countdown.
Great. For what?
Our relaunch window. The sample finally reveals a pattern, and it means there's a 2-year gap between the otherwise constant solar windstorms. We're approaching that window. Fast.
And if we miss it?
We wait for 80 years. Most of us won't get to see the next one.
Wow. So can you work out how long we have?
If my calculations are correct, we're fast approaching the end of the current 2-year calm period. In fact, I make it exactly 89 days we have left.
Do you think we'll make it?
Not unless we find a miraculous source of energy to properly power the ship. I doubt it. I need to double-check some of this data urgently.
Oh dear. Okay, Professor. I'll leave you be.
All right, and if you heard that noise, we did just get a message, and if we looked at that note, there's a note we got for that cutscene, or part of one of those cutscenes with seeing the CEO and everything. We got a message. It is not the message I was singing. Yo, Harry, it's Felix. Oh no, this is the message. Got some big info. It's sensitive. You're kind of cool. So if you want to know more, meet me at Agora Arcades tonight. If you tell anyone, I'll set your fish free into the ocean. Okay. Anyway, that gives us a task to go to the Agora arcade. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Head all the way to the left. You should know by now where the tube is. Let's do it. Agora arcades. Go, go, go.
Enjoy the view. You have arrived.
And here we'll automatically get involved in a chat with Felix.
I'm here. What's with the secret?
Shh. Wait. I can't tell you anything with all these people around.
Okay. We have to wait until everyone leaves?
Yes, that's the deal.
Okay. Well, I wish I'd known. I would have brought a book or something.
What are you reading?
Oh, just the latest in the Fedora 4 series.
Is that the beast from below?
Oh no, it's Persephone's Lament.
Oh, I thought the beast from below was the latest one.
Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, look. Is that Cherry Bofflesop?
Who's that?
Come on, you don't know Cherry Bofflesop? The food critic from the Chronicle?
I'm a kid. I don't read newspapers. Well, the cartoons, obviously. And I quite like the Agony On column, actually.
I think that might be Cherry, too.
Oh. So, do you ever think it's strange? All these people, all their own homes, lives, thoughts? Maybe they don't even know we exist.
Well, I mean, they can see us.
Yes, but that's not always the same thing, is it?
Oh, I suppose not. So, how's school?
Why? Didn't...
Chris? No. I was only wondering.
School's school. I try to concentrate, but it just seems pointless. I mean, what do you need to learn to do what my dad does? And I'm sure they're not teaching us about what my mom does.
But you need to just learn in general. You can't just know what you need to learn yet.
Huh. I just feel like I learn more by exploring myself.
Well, can't you do both? You can always explore, but you can't always get someone like Chris, I mean, Mr. Tinnebaum, spending all day helping you learn.
I suppose it would be cool to know everything.
Good evening, Fedorans. The all-water tube system will shortly be closing.
Pretty sure this starts sub-chapter 1.5.
Oh, it is.
Somewhere
Clear.
before or after this cutscene. The coast is clear. Follow Felix. I don't think we actually control anything here.
This, my friend, is the Tunnel of Secrets.
It looks like a ventilation shaft? A small, dark one.
Sure, that's what they want you to think. Come on.
How did he know the code? I'm hungry. I just had dinner and
cozy in here.
Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't actually get through all of chapter 1 last night, so I'm back again recording. This is my second recording stint for chapter 1.
Moreau? She'd just say I'm making up tall tales again.
Well, I think you'd better tell me a secret anyway, just so we're even.
Okay. I guess that's only fair.
My car broke down on the way to work today. It was so annoying.
The filters?
Oh. $300 to tow it, $500 to fix it.
Okay.
I'm broke, so if anyone wants to hit the super thanks button or give us any help, go for it. Not that don't feel like you need to or anything. I'll be okay.
Can you tell me?
But God, it was
Things come to
annoying.
those who wait.
Winch session over though. I'm hungry. And my car broke down. Otherwise, loving making these videos.
We're not lost, are we?
Sorry for talking over these two.
Ages now.
By the way, we are having to hold left to control Harold here, for those wondering.
So much of the station people don't know about.
I mean, could they even fit?
I just tested. I just let go of left just to make sure I am actually controlling
They
him.
can't be that bad.
Oh, they're fine, just so busy, always. And they let me get away with a lot.
You could try not getting into trouble in the first place.
Oh, come on, don't tell me you're a goody two-shoes.
I doubt the professor would think I am.
She's not your mama, right?
Nope. But she's been kind of like one.
So what about your...
Are you sure we're not lost?
Not long now, don't worry.
Keep going, Harold. Keep going. I don't want to start saying things because then I always, when I'm talking, they start talking and I don't want to talk over them. And now they go quiet. But not long to go now. We'll finish chapter 1. As soon as I finish recording chapter 1, I'm going to go edit all these recordings and try and get the video out as quickly as I can for you guys. And then I've got to edit a Dead Space video that I've already recorded day before yesterday, so that I can get that up as well.
Right?
I've never looked at it this way before.
We only had the same stuff to look at, mostly. Gotta try find new angles.
Huh. Did you read that somewhere?
No, I don't think so anyway. Here.
Not for me, thanks. And not for you.
Is he smoking?
Smoking
Oh,
is a dumb adult thing anyway.
it's gum, Harold.
Okay, I'll take one, thanks.
Where do you get gum from on a spaceship?
The Scout. A man who dared to go where others wouldn't, or couldn't. He wasn't one for the limelight, but he was good at his job. He mapped out new lands. The Lightkeepers made him an offer. Work for us, they said. A lesser man would have taken the money. But the Scout works best alone. He can't be bought. Only the Scout sees things for what they really are. Looks to the watery horizon, while everyone else stares at their shoes. If only they understood.
The Scout is a legend.
The
Trying to track him down for years. If anyone can find him, it's you.
So, what do you think is gonna happen now that Earth is okay?
Everyone wants to go back, but...
Yeah, it'll take a while, right? Too long. Let's move on.
We do get an automatic note entry for this as well, notebook entry. I believe it's for that scene there. It's something about the Scout and Agent Haraldson or something. So we're definitely in chapter 1.5 now. And there's one more. There's the notebook entry. Let's, can I open my notebook? Yes, I can. There it is. The Scout and Agent Haraldson. Awesome. One more in 1.5, and that's for a cut scene at the end of the sub-chapter, right before we go to bed, when we talk with Moreau. Spoiler alert. Oh, your head, Harold.
Oh, I think so.
I was reading my notes. I don't even know what happened.
Cold.
I looked up just in time to see Harold hit his
In
head.
a condensation puddle.
Where am I? How do I get out of here, Felix?
I'm not sure, but good luck and we'll meet up later. Don't let anyone see you. We can't blow our cover.
Okay, Felix. You take care now.
Ha! Says the man who dived into a shallow puddle. See ya!
Alright, and now we need to continue moving left. At least they're not going to talk over the top of me, but we're about to get another thing that is going to talk over the top of me. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, here it is.
400%. And let me circle back to you on the... Oh, Slipmeyer. Please do sit down and come in.
Madam CEO, have I got news for you?
Sit down and come in.
We hope so.
In that order, or...?
I can't spend time on empty chatter. With so perilous a palpable public perception problem.
Well, now you've had a chance to test my new super chill aircon system. Have you given my start procedure idea any more thought? Surely you don't want to rely entirely on Cyrus.
Yes, about that. I can still hear those blasted mice in the vents. So it can't be that cold and therefore not that efficient. If the system can't scare some mice, how's it going to form the basis of a relaunch?
I don't want to presume, but did you turn it up to max?
Yes, up to 10.
Ah, I thought so. You see, this one goes to 11.
Well, why wouldn't you just make 10? Whatever. Will you do the honors?
Of course. You just gotta click the dial past the little bit of resistance. Like so. Give it a few minutes to kick in, and those mice will be micicles!
Micicles!
Perhaps you should work on a prototype. We're going to treat people to a little public demonstration in 10 days. Get the public buy-in, perhaps even a vote. It seems like there's hope for your aircon yet. Those mice are feeling the chill.
Yes! I'd love another day or two to tweak the cooling coefficient.
No extra days. This has already gone on long enough. We need to be seen to act.
You know me, I'm all about moving fast.
But not too fast. We can't cut corners on this. The stakes are too high.
I'll keep it on the straight and narrow.
But if you can, find a way to speed it up.
Say no more, Madam CEO. Just wait until that demonstration. You'll see.
All right.
Now,
so what, we overheard that?
And admittance we discussed.
Oh, pardon me.
Can't hear any longer. I'll become a herald-sicle.
Herald-sicle. Thank God we don't have to do any more of the crawling. It skips ahead for us.
Oh. Is this the bathroom?
Thank God he's got his underwear on.
I guess the aircon really is efficient around here.
Achoo!
What a day. Time for bed.
I don't think we can talk to Chris while we're here. You gonna let me control Harold yet, game? Chris, hello, mate. I'm glad you've got clothes on in there. Otherwise I would have had to, edit my video. Anyway, we are going up to bed. Oh, actually, to Moreau. Here we go, another cutscene.
Where have you been?
Sorry. Excuse me.
Come on, let's get some tea in you.
Thanks, Professor.
Warm him up.
That does sound nice.
Alright, we're going to follow Moreau onto her little platform. I'm pretty sure if you're not quick, she goes without you. Then you have to wait. I think that happened to me when I was making a note. At least one of the times I played through this bit. Alright, once we're up here, another cutscene. And this is where we get our next notebook entry.
So, where have you been? And don't say you got stuck in the filter pipes again.
No. Well, there was a puddle, but...
It's okay. You're here now. That's the important thing. Oh dear. Do have some tea. It makes everything better.
Yes, I think I will. Warm.
You need to remember to look after yourself. A stitch in time saves 9.
I do. This was, extraneous circumstances.
Extenuating circumstances? What exactly have you been up to?
Well...
No comment.
It's hard to explain, but...
No comment, Harold.
He showed me the vents. They were nice. But then I fell through a grate next to the CEO's office. From what I could overhear, I think something pretty serious is going on between Slippy and Mrs. Kesselchop.
Slippy? I hardly think he's her type.
No, not romantically. It sounded like Slippy was working on his own relaunch procedure.
What? That would be most vexing. Why would Kesselchop have told us about this?
I don't know. Maybe Slippy himself wants to keep it secret for some reason.
Well, I don't have much hope that Slippy would solve the problem, but it could
Me
be
either.
disastrous if he convinced the CEO that he could.
I wonder whether those light keepers are aware of this.
It seems probable. What I can't deduce yet is what their agenda is.
Yeah. Things have been crazy, though, with them, all the all-water news, the rock, now this.
Yes, very irregular, not at all fitting with the usual models. Perhaps it's all connected somehow.
Oh, could be.
Did Slippy or the CEO say anything about what the procedure would be?
Not really. All I could tell is that it somehow involved Slippy's patented aircon system.
Intriguing. Well, if this baffling pattern keeps up, I'm sure we'll find some new perplexing puzzle pieces soon.
I'll keep my ears to the ground.
Yes, you do that. Just watch out for puddles.
Ha! I'll do my best.
Well, let's sleep on it. You look like you could use some.
Sounds good, Professor. Achoo! Good night.
Night, Harold. And don't catch a cold, please.
I'll try not to. Night. That was not how I imagined today to go. Hopefully tomorrow will be nice and normal again. No surprises, no excitement, just good old...
I don't know when my mic cut out then, guys, during that cutscene or not, but after the cutscene with Moreau, we get her notebook entry, and we go straight to our room, straight to bed. I'm still having these microphone problems. I'll have to figure out what's going on with it. But yeah, that's 1.5 complete, and 1.6 is really short, and then we've finished chapter 1.
What's that? Oh, that darn alarm, waking me up from my swimming dreamies. Maybe it's just a test.
I'd get up and check, Harold.
Seems like something is up. Better go check the lab console and see nothing has exploded.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden my computer doesn't recognize that I've got a microphone, so it just sort of switches on and off, guys. So I'll keep an eye on the light, and if that goes off, I just unplug it and plug it back in. But I'll try and find a more permanent solution after getting this video out. Okay, so once we go upstairs, we've got to go push this button. I think it's over here, isn't it? Which button are we meant to press?
Just ignore it.
Oh, the computer. I forgot what I was meant to be doing. Hang on, it's over here. I wasn't trying to leave. I was trying to go... There it is. Yeah, this one.
No surprise. There seems to be something wrong with the filter station. Again. Thing loves getting me out of bed.
Alright, we've got to go down to the filter. Alright, so left, and then downstairs. Downstairs again, and then all the way to the right. Up to the filter. Go over to the button. Don't disappear for a second. Did you see that? Alright. Little cutscene plays. And then that will be the end of chapter 1, guys. While this plays, let me just say thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series so far, please give us a thumbs up, and of course post a comment. Both those things are the free, cheap, easy way to support the channel, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to become a member of Aussie's Army, head to Patreon, head to my Patreon specifically, and become a member of Aussie's Army for just $1, or hit the join button here on YouTube, and you get all of our Aussie Army emotes that you can use in the comments and in chat when I finally do manage to get a live stream happening again. Although the car trouble sets that back a little bit. I am waiting to upgrade my PC a little bit and my internet so that I can stream again, guys. So just saving up for that. meanwhile, we've met a fish person. A reminder as well, guys, to leave your game on idle if you're taking a break after this chapter and you're going to go do something else. Obviously, if you're playing another game, then you can't. But leave it on idle if you can. There's the achievement for completing chapter 1.
We should be hesitant to ascribe deterministic gender.
We'll let this play and then I'll end the video.
Their race may not even have gender, biologically or culturally.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry, Fishy.
Fishy.
It just feels unfair saying it.
Perhaps when Fishy wakes up, we'll be able to exchange theories about the formation of gender identity and its sociological impact. No doubt it'd give us some fascinating insights into the anthropological and biological imperatives of their society.
But are they going to be okay?
Let me see. Essential life signs seem stable. Surface moisture looks acceptable. Keep an eye on them. If they look to be drying out, give them a spritz.
And what do we do next?
A spritz.
Let me think for a minute.
Should I go get more help?
Let's not be hasty about telling anyone else yet. There are all kinds of ways someone, namely Allwater, could get this all so very wrong.
Makes sense. There would be so many questions. You'd never be able to concentrate.
Exactly. All those things will get in the way of us taking good care of this.
Yes. Yes, and when they wake up, it's all going to feel pretty scary.
We'll do what we can do. We just need to keep them safe until I can finish conducting the tests. I mean, you know, health tests.
What about keeping them secret in the storage room?
Oh yeah, sure. Health tests.
Yes. Proximity to the lab. Humid environment. No other access. Yes, that should be suitable. Good idea. Let's move them in there.
We're going to check the notebook to make sure we're all up to date on chapter 1 notebook entries as well.
They're in the right hands. Now, let me concentrate.
Okay, I'll get to clearing up the storage room.
Okay, so we are at the start of chapter 2. That was the last notebook entry we got. Let's go right back to the start and I'll go through them all slowly. Make sure that yours match this and we're on track. Not going to talk about each one, just going to go through them slowly so that you can check. You can have them in different order. If you did things in a different order, that doesn't matter. As long as you've still got all the same ones. There we go, guys. And that is going to be the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll try and get chapter 2 out as quickly as I can for those watching it the day I upload and that sort of thing. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Please give us a thumbs up, post a comment. There's the bell. You know what that means. Class dismissed.